Hi, good morning. It's uh, it's a lovely day in SkitLanta. It's a beautiful day in SkitLanta. Good morning, everyone. How are we doing this morning? Oh my goodness. I Eklin, I Juanita, I Suzette. Good morning. Good morning, Marian West. How are you ladies doing? Welcoming everyone to Sharon Review. Okay, so let's start. Amber's desperate plea to Anthony. Mm-mm-mm. So Amber went over to get some stuff, her stuff, but Amber left. Did Amber left in a good mood, or did she walk away being upset? And I'm gonna say some stuff, but don't come for me. You know, at the end of the day, we call a spade here. Amber mentioned all the stuff that Anthony does to her, and she deserved that 50. Don't you agree? Amber does deserve the 50, right? She named it out. Anthony looked on his wife, she looked at and she says, always, Denisha gonna get all of that when I'm still your wife. Right? So who showed the shot first? No, Amber. And then the competition begins. Let the game begins. Guys, this is for entertainment purposes only. We are reviewing Country Wayne skit and baby. The writers are showing you the tug of war between the two of them. And then what did Anthony says? You can't get my 50. You can't get that. You're not getting my money. And how long will Dave stay with you considering you're a married woman? Okay, so let's speak on that. I just want you guys to know Amber threw her shot, Anthony pick it up. The two of them, oh my goodness. Do you guys believe Anthony wants the divorce from his wife? That's all I'm asking you guys. Do you think if he really truly wants to move on with Denisha, he's showing her says, at the game that you play, Amber, I can play it better. Right? That's what he must say. That's what he's saying right now. I would even try to speak if I was Amber. I will definitely go back to my lawyer and says, look here, they're offering 25%, I'll take it. Do you guys believe the 25% is better than zero? Or to stretch it out to 3 years? Because to me, it coming like the attorney them are fat in their pocket. Or do these two couple need to go to mediation or they need to go to a counselor. He goes to a counselor by himself. She has her own counselor. And then eventually they can meet in the middle when they have so much counseling. They join the counseling together. Like they have different, you know what I mean? And they come together. And then after the counseling, they can see, says, okay, why did I do the things I did? You know? But this is a start. So let's see what you guys are saying. All right. So good morning, dear Marianne. Good morning, dear Eklin, Juanita, Suzette, Tracia, Bethel, welcome in. Zelda, welcome in. Sanita, welcome in. Margaret, good morning. Sabrina, oh my goodness, guys. Mm. Antoinette, welcome in, Antoinette. Okay. Mhm. Good morning, dear bestie. How you doing? Oh, it's mommy Nancy. Good morning. Ozzy. How you doing? Hi, Harold. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hi, good morning, Passion. Welcome in. Hi, it's your girl Laurie. Welcome in. And all right. So now, ladies, let me just read what you guys are saying. I don't come for me. Don't come for me. Oh my God. You know what? Something, guys, the writers are playing with us. God has a plan, guys. Just think about it. God has a plan. Let's see how the writer write this. God has a plan. I know God has a plan for Amber. I know God has a plan for Anthony. Let's see how these two reach the end of the tunnel. If they're going to end up being friends, or they're going to part ways, being enemies, frenemies, or they whatever the writer does. That's all I'm going to put out here. But guys, when Dave told Amber that he loves her yesterday, was Dave love bombing Amber? That's all I need you guys to tell me. Welcome, dear Charmaine. Welcome in.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Yes,
Happy
darling.
Thursday. You hear how I'm sounding happy. Good morning, everybody in the chat. And I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
tell you why I'm happy. Today is the last day for my summer camp program.
Mm-hmm.
Today is the last day for my summer camp program. So in another 2 hours, I'm out of here. I'm done with summer camp, but the only thing I have to be back Monday morning for my regular school. So I'm happy and I'm depressed at the same time. But hey, I live. I live. But good morning. Good morning, Tina. Guys, I know a lot of people watch this Amber skit this morning, and a lot of people is I'm still on the fence, and this is my opinion because I'm not coming off this fence, and people is free to join me. I've reinforced the fence with concrete and steel, so I'm sitting on a reinforced fence. But you know something I gather from this video this morning, this
Mm-hmm.
skit, neither Anthony or Amber wants this divorce. And people going to say, Shaman, please don't say that. Please don't say that. The fact that when Amber said to Anthony, just you want to, if you cannot be with Denisha if I'm your wife. And Anthony, when she was, and Anthony said, Amber, I'm not giving you like 50%. Why didn't she say then? Because remember, she told Ernestine that the day when she came and she saw Amber and Anthony in bed, she saw Denisha and Anthony in bed. She was going to take 25%. She was willing. That's what she told Ernestine. That she came and she was willing to take 25%. So why didn't she say this morning, and I need to move on with my life.
Mm-hmm.
So give me 25%. I'm willing to take 25%. Let's negotiate. She's talking about repatriation and all of that and everything else. Why didn't she negotiate? If she was willing then, what is stopping her now? Dave told her yesterday how much he loves her, and all she said to him, You love me? I don't think Amber's in love with Dave. I think this was a moment she was acting out of her flesh when she saw
Mm-hmm.
Dave and she get caught up in all this.
Yeah.
Why do you think it took her so long for her to come clean with Anthony? She has denied Dave over and over and over. It was only that night when she was forced to. And you know why she was forced to? Give me a minute, please.
Mhm. Oh, all right. So I am just looking to see to pin something here. Hold on. I'm just in here. So Tina said it first. All right. So it's pinned. All right. All right. I think I pinned the right thing. I hope. All right. So we're giving Charmaine a minute. All right. So, guys, let me just read what you guys have to say.
Sorry about that. I'm back. And I
Mhm.
just want to finish up what I was saying. I was
Yes.
saying that Amber told Ernestine
Hmm.
that she was willing to take the 25%. She was willing to
Hmm.
put 25% on the table. Yet this morning when Anthony said, Amber, I'm not giving you 50% of my money, why didn't she say to him, okay, Aunt, let's negotiate? Yesterday when Dave told her that he loved her, she did not even say, okay, I love you too. Most people is a reflex. They generally say, I love you too. She only said, do you love me? Anthony and Amber playing a game. And I
Mm-hmm.
know people is going to say, no, no, no. And Amber does not love Dave. In that moment when she saw Dave, it was the flesh that was leading.
Mm-hmm.
And Dave proved that he might love Amber. I'm still
Mm-hmm.
not sure, but Dave proved that. But if Amber told Dave the other night that I'm going to be your wife, this morning was a perfect opportunity to
Mm-hmm.
cut ties with Anthony by
Mm-hmm.
negotiating a smaller settlement.
Yes.
Even when Anthony said to her, I'm going to see how long Dave is going to stay with you, you still being married. She did not say anything. She did not even get what she said she came for. She left. The same thing goes for Anthony. Anthony does not love Denisha because when Amber said to him, if you want to be with Denisha, I cannot still be your wife. He did not even say, let's negotiate. All he said, I'm not giving you 50% of my money. If he wanted to be with Denisha, this was the perfect time for him
Mm-hmm.
to negotiate. This was the perfect time to say, you know what, Amber? I will give you 25%. I will give you 30%, but I'm not giving you 50%. This was this morning. And I know this is my opinion, and a lot of people is going to be saying, Charmaine talking foolishness. My opinion again. But this was the perfect time for them to sit and negotiate a settlement and then moving forward. Whether they want to say we are going to go straight to mediation and the lawyers will know what we are going to get. I want this in the divorce. I want the restaurant. That's where, but they were supposed to at least negotiate a percentage of the money. And then they could go to mediation, go other for the other things. Whether it's going to be 50% in the house because she could still say she wants 50% equity in the house. She's taking 25% of his money. She still want the 50% equity. She still want the restaurant. That's what mediation is, where they
Yeah.
agree on other things. They but they did not do that. Why? Because none of them, neither one of them want to let each other go. And everybody is going to say blah 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 blah. I'm tired of the blah 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 blah. And I'm saying that neither Anthony or Amber is ready to let each other go. Yesterday, when Dave talked about, okay, and this is the other thing I saw yesterday, when Dave talked about Melissa and whatever, Amber was Amber was the only thing that went into Amber's mind was for her to leave. If you are in love with somebody, you want to stay. You want to fight. When Anthony stand up at Rose's wedding, Amber did not when Anthony stand up at Rose's wedding and then Anthony sent her that divorce, did she run? No. She stay and she fight. She stayed and she fight because at that point in time she was in love with her husband. I know somewhere along the line things changed. And somewhere along the line she stayed. She leave the door open, even though there was Shayla and there was Sky, but she left that door open. Why? Because she was willing to stay and fight.
Mm.
She was willing to stay and fight. She was willing to give a second chance, but somewhere along the line, things might got too heavy for her and all of that. And then she see Dave and she think that the grass might be greener. But she's now realizing, and she's going to realize even more, that that grass is brown. The grass where Dave is, although he's love bombing her now, that grass is brown because she's going to be finding out that most of who Dave has dealt with in terms of business, he has been with them. Dave told her that he has been with a lot of women. He has a lot of women in his bed. And people say Anthony is not going to change it because a leopard don't change his spot. Anthony will never change. But everybody is saying Dave will change. Why do you think Dave is going to change? Dave and Anthony are they're the same on different side of the coins. Anthony was doing Amber the same thing when they just met. Love bombing and love bombing. Dave is doing now. Dave is doing now. All Dave is trying to do now, Dave is just trying to see because maybe he loves the pum pum and he wants to be there getting the pum pum, but somewhere along the line, Amber is in there, is very insecure. Amber is so insecure in everything. And if Melissa comes back, and if she finds out about this realtor, and if she finds out that Dave is going to LA to do business with her, with his ex, trust me, it's not going to be easy for her to say, you know what? I'm going to trust him because he said to trust him. Amber does not, is not going to trust easily, no matter what anybody say. And again, this is my opinion.
Thank you, Charmaine. That is Charmaine's opinion. Let me hear what you guys have to say because well said here, Charmaine. There is a lot of comment in the comment section here. And you know, the Amber loyalists, they are very, very vocal. So let's take some comments. That's what I'm going to do. Take some comments. Welcome in Amanita. Welcome in Juliet. Welcome in JDK. Yes.
Let me answer Miriam thing. You don't recall Anthony love bombing when he came back on his knee begging? When he was cooking breakfast, filling it up with whipped cream, filling up, put too much whipped cream on the waffles. When he was doing that dry salmon and that mashed potato and whatever else he was cooking, you don't call that love bombing? Come on, that was love bombing.
Okay, so Shirley says here, this morning Aunt Show is on. He wants Dave to leave Amber because she can't get a divorce. Amber needs to talk with her lawyer. Please. That's what Shirley is saying. What you have to say to that, Charmaine?
Give me a minute. Amber's meeting with her lawyer to plan strategy. I'll come right back after I listen.
All right, good. Okay, so as you hear, there's a new skit. Let me get that link for you guys, and then you guys can look at it, and we're going to review it together. Okay, my darling? Why, my question to you guys is, why isn't Anthony seeing his lawyer? That makes sense to me. Anthony thinks he has everything under control when he doesn't. He doesn't have everything under control. All right. He doesn't have everything under control. Right? So the link is in the chat. You guys can go over to Kountry Wayne on YouTube here, watch it, and then we will speak on it. All right. All right. So let's see what you guys are saying. Let me just come out. Happy. Oh, number one. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nancy baby. Happy birthday to your daughter. All right. I hope she have a fabulous day, Nancy. All right. Okay. So I'm just scrolling down to get all right. So I thought it was a lot. Okay. I guess my hands still have the lotion. So Nancy said, "Thank you. You're welcome, darling. You know me can't sing, but me try, right, Nancy?" So Jeff says his lawyer says that. Oh, let me just put this on here. I'll come back up. To me, Amber has given Anthony enough chances. He's enjoyed controlling her and doing about life like she's a piece of furniture. She got tired. She should take her money from the bar and the restaurant. Thank you for that, Amanita. All right. As Charmaine says, and I have to agree with Charmaine, she could have just said to him, say, look here, Anthony. Okay, I will take 40%. If he said no, Amber, since she said she want 50 and he just tell her say she not get the 50, but Amber should have said, okay, Anthony, I know I deserve something. Don't you think I deserve something? What do you think I deserve? Negotiate. And if they can't come to a good spot, says, you know what, let me go. Why don't you call your lawyer? I'll talk to my lawyer. Let's get this ball rolling. I would love to see them in the what you call it mediation. Seriously, so we need that ASAP. So let's see what Mr. Wayne does with these couples. Jeff says this, his lawyer said their strategy was to wait her out and go when she run out of money. But the issue is, Jeff, she's using his money, so she's not gonna run out of any money. That's a smart thing she's doing on her part. Do you think that was smart of Amber to do? I'm just asking you guys a question. And then Judith says she wants the divorce, so she should leave without nothing since she found her happy ever after. Nice point there, Judith. But does she really
Trust
want?
me. I'm sorry, Sharon, but I have to come back. This is so. This lawyer, now I realize that this lawyer is just trying to get more money out of Amber. And the longer she's going to do it, the lawyer is telling Amber that Anthony's tragedy is to wait her out because the more she falls in love with Dave, the harder she falls in love with Dave, is the less money she will want to take. And that is what Anthony is trying to do, to wait and see how hard she's going to fall in love with Dave. And Amber sitting there, so you're saying when if I fall hard for Dave, she just got up and went to the bathroom, and I don't know what that was all about because I think Amber realized that she's not in love with Dave. Let's see if she's going to come back and say she's going to, oh, you know what? I'm in love with Dave, so I will take less. She's telling the lawyer, I don't think Anthony is going to give me this 50%. And he's living over there with a woman and her child. And the lawyer saying something. Amber said, are you not hearing what I'm saying? He's living with a woman and child there and her child. And the lawyer said, all Anthony's trying to do, wait for you to fall in love with Dave. And the deeper you fall in love with Dave, you will take less money. What kind of strategy is that? That does not make any
Okay, I have to put this on the screen. I'm not even gonna waste my time watching that skit, but we will review it. All right. So Nancy says, do you agree with Nancy? She needs a new
I'm
lawyer.
ready to do lawyer.
I totally agree with you, Nancy. I'm happy if Charmaine comes back and says, Sharon, we're going to take a little snapshot of that one. I would have gladly, but I gave you guys the link and I saw that you guys went and watched it and come back, right? So when the third one drop, hopefully we're still here. We can hope we're gonna get something really.
All I'm saying, Sharon,
Good
and
morning,
believe
ladies.
me,
Hi, Sherma.
that does not make any sense what the lawyer is actually saying. Because the lawyer is not addressing the fact that Denisha and Anthony is living in the house, the marital home.
Oh,
Her
didn't
thing
we
is,
call this say that lawyer don't know what she doing?
her thing right now is saying, oh, Anthony's waiting on you to fall in love with Dave because the more you fall in love with Dave, is the less money you will take. And
But
I
remember,
think
she said when she caught them in bed together. Remember, she said she was gonna take less.
exactly.
So that means she fall in love with Dia
No, but
because she was
she
willing to
just
take less that morning.
yeah, but at the
Remember.
time, I think she was just tired. She told
Mm-hmm.
Ernestine that I'm tired. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just tired. But I don't know why she was looking like that when the lawyer said to her, the more you fall in love with Dave is the more money you will take. And I think the lawyer might be onto something because I think Anthony realized that maybe Amber does not really love Dave. Because if Amber had loved Dave, she would still not be holding on for that 50% if she wants to be with Dave. And that maybe is why he said, you know, Dave will not see how long Dave is going to wait for you while you're married. Because he know he does not love Danisha, so he can wait forever. He's not giving her the 50%.
So as we said, Anthony is playing games.
Both
Anthony
of them
moved
playing
that child
games.
into the bedroom that he knows Amber is in, purposely to
Exactly,
spite
because
her.
he has how many more bedroom he has. He
Yeah,
has a lot more bedroom in that house that he could do another room for that child.
mm-hmm.
However, he did that room, in
Purposely.
particular the room that Amber Close was in, that Amber
Mm-hmm.
used to be in. They used to be in that room. So he purposely did that. There
Yeah,
was no other reason for him. There was so many. He told one time I heard him say there's 7 bedrooms in this house. He said that, but they only had that one furnished because he was the only one living there. And then they did the master bedroom downstairs. So
mm-hmm.
he has 5 other bedrooms that he could furnish for the child. He could change, but what he did the one that Amber was in. Because what he
Exactly,
wants to
because
say.
he's fighting her
And
because of Dave.
he knows that's the only bedroom Amber will go into because her thing is still in there. If he did another room in the house, Amber might not even know that he did another room. I'm telling you, these people are playing games, and this lawyer now it caused me to believe she has no clue what
I
she's
totally
doing.
agree. That lawyer only want more money. Remember, we call her the team. We call her the team lawyer for a purpose. And a lot of people. Wait, let me see. I'm stopping that poll. I'm stopping that poll. So, your 75% of you guys says they're playing games. All right. So, guys, that's why I'm saying I'm not even going to justify what Missy going on. I'm just going to leave it up because there's nothing we can do. We're just gonna pick up the nuggets. And as we see this morning, they both was playing games with each other. But she, at least she's going to the Lord. Right? So let me hear what. So Eklund said Charmaine is right. Angela says, is Amber new skit with her lawyer? The lawyer is wasting time, sounding like a friend rather than laying out strategy. Exactly. That's what Charmaine tell us. And then Margaret says, why didn't the lawyer ask her when did she move out of for another woman to move in? Great point, Margaret. Great point. That's what me want to hear. But me never hear Charmaine come back with that question answer either. None of you guys will get the link came back and said, Sharon, the lawyer suggested this. They did not. Great point, Margaret. I love that. And then Eklund says, Anthony asking Amber that question, is the end proof that the lawyer said it? Oh, that means says Amber, Anthony lawyer said the same thing to him then. So he's speaking to his lawyer, they're not showing us. Okay,
No,
that
he's
makes
not
sense.
talking to his lawyer. They're talking to about Anthony lawyer because what Anthony said to Amber, let's see how long Dave is going to wait on you while you're still married. The lawyer is saying the same thing. He wants you to fall in love with Dave and fall so hard that you will take less than the 50%. So basically, Anthony's and Amber lawyer saying the same thing. Fall in love with and Dave and take less money. And I think Amber realized that she might be not in love with Dave.
You know what? I would like to see the writer does something really profound, really good. I want to see Amber go back to God. Say, you know, Dave, I'm gonna put a break. She still see her, Dave. Nobody tell her say she must leave the love of her life, but she's still legally married. Just cut off the physical part of the relationship. Get her back in her word and says, God, if Dave is for me, he will wait for me. As simple as that. That's what I would have done.
I and Sharon, what Margaret asked, the question Margaret asked, she had a meeting with the lawyer already,
Mm-hmm.
and she told the lawyer that she went there and
Mm-hmm.
she saw Denisha in her bed. So
Mm-hmm.
the lawyer asking that no would not even really make any sense because from the moment he went, she went and saw Denisha in her bed. That means she was not there. If she was there, Denisha could not be in her bed.
Exactly.
So she was not there. And that's when the lawyer told her that she's not to spend 24 hours with Dave. 4 to 6 hours. The lawyer did not
Mm-hmm.
say she have to spend it at her home. She
Mm-hmm.
said you do not need to spend 24 hours with Dave. 6 to 4 hours. If you go back and listen to that skit, the lawyer did not say, but you need to spend it in your home, the
If you
rest in
find
your
that
home.
skit for me, Charmaine, send it to me.
She said, I will
Oh,
find
sorry,
it
guys.
later and send it to you. She said you need to spend 4 to 6 hours, not 24 hours with Dave.
Mm-hmm.
So it does not mean that she have to be, because she can always say every time she's home all the stuff that Anthony was doing. Anthony was trying to abuse her emotionally, verbally, and she could not be there. So she left. She still have her things there, which is good, and she'll go there to pick up her stuff. She can always say she's staying at her own condo. Nobody know if she's staying at Dave's. It's only that she told the lawyer that, and that's why the lawyer said it. So she not there still does not, she has not abandoned the home. So I don't know. It's
But Amber said to Ernestine that she did abandon the home.
Yes, she
Remember, in
said
one
that
of the stories.
she told Ernestine that the lawyer said she was not to abandon the home, but she thinks she has, because she's not sleeping there and she's taking her stuff from there and all that. That's neither here nor there, because if they're playing by some of Georgia law, the law is not going to weigh heavily on that. The law is going to weigh heavily on that if she moved because of Anthony was abusing her. And you know why? That's going to be good for her, because she told Wayne that right in front of Anthony. The verbal abuse, he was taking her hostage in her own house. So if Wayne is fair and honest, Wayne can says, well, the podcast girl were there when she told all of them what Anthony
Yeah,
was doing. She was crying. So she has backup to say Anthony has been mentally and verbally abusing her.
yeah.
Maybe not physically, although he grabbed her one time and but she slapped him. So
And
that's
can't hold her
even.
hostage
Yeah, that's even.
because
So
I hear she said
she
that
has
too.
all right to say she can't stay there
Yeah.
because of the verbal abuse. Shayla
Okay,
has been witness
hold
to
on
that.
there. All that thought there, Sham. Hold on. Let me take some comment here. So Dr. Lisa said, pimping lawyer is funny. And you're absolutely right. Lisa, what you agree with this statement, Charmaine?
Of course, the lawyer is funny because all the lawyer is saying, and I was so shocked when the lawyer said to her, you know what Anthony's trying to do? He's just trying for you to fall in love with Dave and fall so deeply in love with Dave that you will not want the 50%.
True.
Amber's not falling no deeply in love with Dave. Because Amber, at the end of the day, I don't think Amber loved Dave that much to walk away from that 50%.
Makes sense. Let me take some comment. Angela says, agree with Nancy B. New lawyer for Amber. Yes. And then Bethel says Amber is pregnant. Oh Lord, Bethel, we don't want her to be pregnant. I don't want her to be pregnant. Oh Lordy Lord. If she's pregnant though, but Bethel, if she's pregnant, that child is still gonna consider to be Anthony's baby, regardless if it's Dave. Right, Charmaine?
I don't think Amber is pregnant.
But if she is, because Bethel says Amber is pregnant.
Why is she pregnant? Why? She's
Because she
having
had
morning sickness.
it looks so. Okay, hold on there. So Nancy says here, Anthony and is exposed. He is upset because Amber is with Dave. We need a new lawyer ASAP. This marriage is over. And then Tina says 22 likes up and watching. Please subscribe to Sharon Rica Review. Thank you. So we have 68 now watching. Yes, so the 22 people that click the like button, thank you very much. We appreciate you. And the other rest, seven, and the other what? 62 needs to hit the 60 need to hit the like button. Thank you very much. So
Yeah, she
Ethel
got
says,
to, I
Charmaine,
understand.
what did Anthony ask Amber?
Nancy saying, not Nancy, Bethel said, see the end of the skitter face and she go to the restroom. She can go to the restroom for various reasons. And I think her face, she got emotional because I think she realized that she's not in love with Dave, but Dave is in love with her. And I think that is maybe the reason why she got emotional. Because I realized sometimes you realize something, and this is my opinion. I can be wrong because I've been wrong so many times. But when the woman said that to her, and what did she say to the lady? You think that's what he's doing or something? And she said yes. And that's when you could see that she was overcome with emotions. and she just got up and she said, I need to use the restroom. And she got up and she went to the restroom. That does not mean she's going to do anything in the restroom. Maybe she just need a minute to compose herself. We'll see. But I mean, I don't even think she's pregnant.
You don't think she's pregnant?
I don't think so.
Okay. Is it worth for me to look at look at the video or no?
Passion said, maybe the lawyer knows that Anthony with his warped mind and Amber with her fusion mind are still in love with each other. Maybe they're trying to fix it instead of ending it.
Mm. Who says that?
Amber, a passion. Eros said Amber's only infatuated by Dave, and Amber also falls in love with Dave Mansion. Amber's in a dilemma situation now. Anyway,
Okay,
Amber
thank you,
started this
Echo.
whole mess by asking for a divorce because of Dave. Amber probably went to the restroom to cry. Dave would have no rights without a court order if she's pregnant. If Amber's pregnant, Anthony lets go. I don't think Anthony would even let her go even then. Amber loved Dave. That's what Nancy said, but she did not reciprocate yesterday when Dave said I love you. And he said it about 4 times. And not one time did Amber say it. All Amber said to him, you love me? That's the only thing Amber say. And he did not only say it once, he said it more than once. And if a man is saying, I love you, and is
Mm-hmm.
repeating it, and all you can say to that man, you love me, that is saying a lot.
Yeah, it is.
That is saying a lot. She did not even say, oh, thank you, and I like you, and I mean, you know my situation, and or I'm going to love you. She did not even lie. I would even lie and say, I love you too, sweetie.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of for him not to feel away. But all she did said was, you love me? Come on. The man saying bearing his whole heart, his soul and everything, and all you could say was, and then you said you ordered DoorDash.
All
That's a
right.
lot also.
Yeah. Let me take some comments, Sean. So Nancy says I take zero, then sign paper. And then Nancy says here, Anthony ego is bruised. That's why he want to sign paper. And then Eklund says, which is why I thought Dave was planted by Anthony for Amber to walk away with nothing. All right, thank you for that, Eklund. And then Sanita said, at this point, Amber needs a new lawyer. Yes, I totally agree. Wayne is playing games. But you know, Nancy, I don't think he's playing games. Here, this is my opinion. All right. My opinion is, you see, how Wayne is encouraging Anthony with Denisha. Say, for instance, they actually go for the divorce, and Amber need key witnesses and nobody because what's she name? Shayla is very emotional because she should get her consequences. Who is going to be in Amber Corner? Maybe the only person going to be in Amber Corner is going to be Wayne. And Wayne can say, yes, he did move Denisha in for the lobster. Or maybe. I think that is why Wayne is giving these like playing games with Anthony because Wayne always says, I don't trust little Uncle Atlanta. I don't trust Atlanta. That's what I'm calling him. So what do you guys think is Wayne playing games with Anthony? That's all I know.
Sabrina, blah 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 is not it. Why you saying Charmaine, blah blah blah? Of course, I'm saying that's all
Amber might
people
be
are
pregnant, Tina is saying. Wayne and Anthony playing games for views, okay. And then Misty said, exactly, Charmaine. Sharon, the lawyer, is right. Passion said, Anthony truly doesn't care if he loses in this divorce. He knows Amber is right about everything she said today, yes. He want to give her a divorce at 0%. Passion, I don't think Anthony would still give her that divorce at
if
0%.
that's why we want Amber. Amber had the perfect opportunity this morning
And she
to
dropped
say
that
to
ball
Anthony, okay, Anthony, how much are you willing to give
to
me?
give. Yeah.
She had that perfect opportunity this morning to say, okay, Anthony, you said you're not giving me 50%. So how much are you willing to give me? Because Dave told her yesterday, I love you. And Dave said, I want you to be my wife. I want to marry you. She did not take that into account when she was talking to Anthony this morning. When Anthony said, I'm not giving you 50%. She knows she wants to stick out for this 50%. And if Anthony said, I'm not giving you 50%, and in the end, when Anthony said, see how long Dave is going to stay with you, you still being married. That was one of the clues,
Yeah,
people. That was one of the biggest
the
nuggets
nuggets. What's
because
gonna be the
Amber
biggest
should have
nugget?
turned to Anthony and said, you know what, Anthony? Let's negotiate this because
Yeah,
Dave wants to
we
marry me and
negotiate.
I want to marry him. So, you know what? How much are you willing to give me? If you're not giving me 50%, how much are you willing to give me?
Mm-hmm.
Let us hear what Anthony would say. 10%, 5%, or 0%. If he said 0%, then I know Amber is going to say, hell no. But she did not. Why did she walk away? Because that is her MO. She always walk away
Run.
without
She always
resolving
run.
anything. That is Amber's MO. Amber never stayed to resolve a situation.
Mm-mm.
Amber's always walking away or
She's
running
always
away from
running.
stuff. When things get too hard for her, she don't stay. The only time she had stayed is the time with Rolanda or whatever. Every
Yeah,
other time, even in the last time when everything, she said everything, she's tired, she does not stay. Yesterday, all what's his name said was you were the reason why I fired Melissa.
yeah.
And she was running.
Mm-hmm.
She was going faster than Usain Bolt.
Yeah,
She
she
was in
was.
the house putting everything in her bag. She was running, and Dave was the one who said, no, we are not doing this. That is what Amber does every single time. She does not stay and try to work things out when
Mm,
situation get tough. She
exactly.
runs away.
And I wish you stop the running. I think both of them need to go into counseling. They need to do some kind of marriage counseling, but not with the two of them present. She go one day, he goes. They do it separately until eventually they meet together. Is that a good idea, guys? Hey, Charmaine?
Somebody said Amber needs to go see her lawyer and get things moving. Amber is seeing her lawyer, but she's not getting anything moving because what the lawyer is telling Amber right now is that Anthony is waiting to see you fall in love with Dave. All Anthony is waiting for you to fall deeply in love with Dave. To fall in love with Dave, deeply in love with Dave, and then you might not want that 50%. What kind of stupidness is the lawyer? Was the lawyer at Sheila's house and helping Sheila with the
The
trees that
best
Sheila
lawyer
has?
I see right now is either she change the lawyer, get Natasha, or maybe Natasha gonna get this bar from because of Libby.
Was the lawyer at Sheila's house helping Sheila with the trees? I don't understand why she was even saying that to Amber. So maybe the lawyer want to find out if Amber is in love with Dave. Maybe that's what the lawyer want to find out. Because the lawyer want to know how long she's going to get more money from
Mm-hmm.
Amber. Because if she's saying that to Amber about Anthony and all of that, maybe that's what the lawyer want to find out. Sharon, read what you're reading. Give me 10 minutes, I'll be back.
Yes, darling. I'm putting a poll in here for you guys. Is Amber really in love with Dave, or is she just infatuated? All right, please let me know, and I'll take some comments because I didn't get. Let me put this on the screen so we get to see what we're talking about here. You guys already have the link. All right, and you guys
Hey,
watch
that's
it.
his strategy. Hoping that you fall so deep in love that you rather have love than what you're due. You've earned that 50%. Um, excuse me, I'm gonna go to the rest.
Okay, now I see what you guys are talking about. Maybe who said it in the chat? Maybe she's pregnant. Is a possibility she is, but I think Charmaine could be onto something too. Bomb Justice says, I just saw her face. I have to look at that again, but I can't replay it. She's not even asking Amber the right question, like, oh, is it possible for Anthony to move another woman in while you live there? That's exactly what Margaret asks, and that's exactly the lawyer is only in there for the money. It looks like that's why we call her a Timo lawyer. We don't see she doing no strategy. And then let's see when the other skit drop if it is going to be better. Let's see what strategy she comes up with, or is she gonna ask for more money? Did she ask for more money? That's what I should ask you guys. And then Sanita said, Amber needs a new lawyer. She's all about the money. And Bomb says, no, no, nothing. And then, okay. And Nancy says, I want the divorce now. That's you want the divorce now. Does Wayne, the writer, want to give the audience the divorce now? That's what we should be asking. New lawyer, please. This woman don't know what she's doing, Sanita says. And then Suzette says, does Amber lawyer knows that she's living full-time with Dave? Right now, I don't think Amber is living full time with Dave anymore, Susan. Remember the other day they showed us that skit with her in the parking garage, and when and then when you remember the night when Dave I tell her says that all day they were doing manifesting oath, manifesting marriage. He walked her to her car. It looks like she's staying at her condo. All right. It looks like she don't stay every night with Dave. And then Dot says, good morning, Sharon, Charmaine, and everyone. Okay. Eklund says, Amber never told Dave she loved him. She likes how he treats her and wishes Anthony treated her. That's the way. You're absolutely right. She never says she loves him back. And she's infatuated with him. She's just in the flesh. But I'm wondering what she's gonna do in the bathroom. I hope they're gonna show us that skit next. That would be awesome for us to be a good. We could give see what nuggets we can pick out of that. What are we gonna review that situation? All right. And then Eklund says the writers drop the ball over and over again, and you're absolutely right. But then again, maybe they're writing it this way for the reaction that is evoking this emotion into people. All right, that's another way you have to look at it also. Entertainment, right? And their teaching us says we have to be careful in real life. If we are going through the same situation and we have a team or lawyer, like what Amber has, changed that lawyer as soon as possible. And then Misty says, any amount that is less than 50 is a win for Anthony. Exactly, Misty, you're absolutely right. And Eklund says, yes. And Angela says, welcome in everyone. Please tap your like button for Sharon _ Rico review. And she says it looks like that. And she is appreciated. And we all thank you guys for hitting the like button, okay? I do not know how much like we have right now, but it would be nice if we really have the 65 likes. And then JD Case, good morning, JD, welcome in. And Eros says, Sharon and Charmin, I told you guys, Anthony and Amber lawyer are both using them to make more money for themselves. It seems so because I only know that Anthony lawyer is annoyed with his behavior. Amber lawyer running off her money till she break her foot, right? Misty says the lawyer hands are tied because Amber isn't budging in that 50%. Oh, that makes sense. Thank you, dear Misty. Well, appreciate that. Sarita says Amber needs to read her Bible and pray and let Jesus do it. Amber, tell Ernestine that Amber evil. And Sarita, you're absolutely, we don't know about the evil part, but you're absolutely right in some of that statement there that you make. Amber needs to let God lead this. She needs to, as I said, put a break on Dave right now. Go back to God. Let God go to him sincerely because we know she can, and pray. And let's see what God has a plan for Amber. Let's see what happens next. I would love to see that for real. And then that says, error, they sure are bleeding them. Yes, that they are, the lawyers are definitely. Tina, we need new lawyer. This woman doesn't know what she's doing. And then Amber needs a bulldog lawyer ASAP. I wish, honestly, guys, I wish Brittany could come back on the scene, but we know that Brittany in real life is a judge now, so I guess she don't have time to play in the skit world anymore. But the only lawyer I see is really good right now is Natasha. But I don't know. Do you think Libby is going to get Natasha this bar? Put that in the comments below for me, guys. And then Jeff says Amber don't need to do the abuse angle because she's pull a knife on him, hit him, broke into Shayla's house with her son there. Thank you for that, Jeff. And then that says Amber and both need new lawyers. Yes, that they both need new lawyers. But do they want new lawyers? That's what you guys have to look at. Does Amber must realize at this point, this lawyer doesn't know what she's doing. And if Amber still has feelings for her husband, my suggestion would be go to go to therapy. Suggest to Anthony that we're doing therapy, but they don't have to do it together. She do her own therapy, he does his own therapy, and then at a certain amount of therapy sessions, since the lawyers are drawing it out, Amber and him can come to the realization why are they in the competition with each other? Why is he hurting her? Why did she get so bitter? You know what I mean? To understand why she's so self-sabotaging, why she stepped over to the left side, into the flesh. And Anthony has to understand that he never forgive her for Wayne. And that's why he continued the relationship with Shayla. Why each brought Denisha in her marital bed and also brought her child into the room that Amber's stuff was in. That's just diabolical. So at the end of the day, I just need healing for these two couple. That's all I'm saying. These two individual. And then Sanita said Amber needs to ask Dave for a good lawyer so this can move along. That's a good point too. And honestly, Sanita, when it comes down to Amber, because of how Anthony make her feel, she's not gonna ask Dave to give her a new lawyer. She'd rather do it herself, I think. So I think she should really renegotiate. But this, as Sharma said this morning, Amber actually should have, when Anthony says not 50, should ask him how much he's willing to give her. Hear what he has to say. And if that's the case, she could say, all right, I'll take that. But I think the reason why Amber is only offered at 50, because she doesn't want to have nobody else have any power over her. She wants to have that nest egg just in case in the future. You know what I mean? I think she is want her independence, but she don't want to be shackled anymore to no man. That's my opinion. That's what I'm seeing from the Amber character right now. So let's see. All right. So I put some poll in the chat for you guys. So let's see what you guys are saying. Amber don't love Dave. She's just infatuated. Misty is exactly Sharon. And Angela says yes, Nancy. Yes, a sharp lawyer, sharp bulldog combo lawyer. Exactly. That would be nice. Sepe Max says Amber needs to get Natasha for her lawyer. Yes. I would love that, but she's showing. All right. Just walk away, please, Amber Belinda says. And I don't think she's gonna walk away because as I just realized, guys, is that Amber want that 50 because if she have that money, she she's not gonna squander it. She just want that no, she don't want to be married to nobody. She just want her freedom. You understand, guys? And I think that's what she wants, but she's doing it the wrong way. Just cut off that physical part with Dave, go back to God and says, God, if Dave is for me, he will wait on me. And still fight for that 50%, stay in our condo. Don't you guys agree with that assumption? I am not gonna fight with nobody this morning. No Amberites, no Amber socialites, no Amber whatever. No.
Extremists, you mean Amber extremists? I
Street.
will trust me. You see, because I'm sitting on the fence and I hear people always saying, oh, Amber is from Detroit. So I'm from Jamaica. So, and that carry a lot of weight. I am from Jamaica. And if you're coming at me, trust me, I will come at you in a decent way, though. I'm not going to come at you disrespectfully. I will be very respectful when I come at you.
Mm,
But
yeah.
you have to learn that people are people, and you have to
Yeah.
learn that we have fickle minds. And sometimes we are riding with somebody, but deep down we know that that person is wrong, but we don't want to be
It's like
proven
she's
wrong.
in pain. Amber is
Of
in
course,
pain.
Amber know that she still love Anthony. Every time, okay, guys, bear with me. Remember when she went to Anthony's house the other day for the clothes, and when she went back to Dave's house, and Dave told her about the commercial and how well it was doing? You could not even see that she was happy in that moment. Dave had to be driving it into her. Say it, say it, say it. And even when she started saying it, she did not feel like she was happy. Same thing today. Every time that girl see Anthony, every time she goes there, every time she sees him, she always is like she is discombobulated, but she is like she is telling herself she's trying to build herself up. She's trying to tell herself that she has moved on. She has not moved on. She has not moved on, and it is proven more and more that she has not moved on. She's just trying to move on, or she's trying to tell herself, or is she realizing that she made a mistake? Can be a number of things.
All right, guys. So I am gonna try get this picture on the screen with Amber face. And it's really sad. She's in pain. I can see that. That girl is in pain. So I don't think she's pregnant, but then again, knowing Wayne, Wayne will okay, let me remove the video from here. All right, so there's her face. And I could see the pain in her face when she got up, but when she got up, it's kind of sideways. So um um yeah, she's hurting. She's conflicted. That's what I should say. Amber is conflicted. All right, guys, she's conflicted. All right, so Bethel says, see the end of the skit, her
Look
face
at the
as she
lawyer's
goes.
face. If you want to know that the lawyer know that Amber is conflicted, look at the lawyer's face as well. The
Yeah.
lawyer know that everything, whatever is happening to Amber, she might not end up getting whatever, because see, Amber is there shaking her head, and then she said she have to use the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she was shaking her head like whatever the lawyer was saying, she was shaking her head. She was saying no. And
Mm-hmm.
she said, I have to use the bathroom. Go back and look at the end of it when she was there shaking her head. And then
Yeah,
she
let
said
me
she have
look
to
it up
use the
there.
bathroom, and then look at the lawyer's
Yeah.
face. You need to
Um,
also look at the lawyer's face, because the
yeah,
lawyer's face is telling you a lot of things.
yeah, it is. Like says she knows what Amber is going through, or she won't get no more money if Amber decided says she don't want to go through with this divorce. She says like says she'll write something at the book. And she take a deep breath. The lawyer took a deep breath. It's like says she knows maybe Amber will change her mind. Okay, all right, so here it is.
The lawyer said Anthony's hoping that Amber falls so deeply in love that you'd rather have love than that
So that's the
50%.
strategy the lawyer could have come up with, a
No, she
Charmaine.
said that is Anthony's tragedy. She did not come up with no tragedy. She said that's Anthony's tragedy because Anthony's hoping that she falls in love with Dave and falls so deep that you'd rather have love than that 50%. So she did not actually come up with, I went back and I watched it. She did not actually come up with any tragedy. That's what she came up with. She said that's Anthony's tragedy. She said that is what Anthony's tragedy is, to make you fall in love, to cause you
Here
to
is the
fall in
lawyer
love.
face.
Yes, look at the lawyer face. Is the lawyer realizing that Amber is not really in love with Dave? So she's going to be holding out for that 50%? Or that she is in love with Dave and just might walk away without that 50%? Because that's what the lawyer said Anthony wants her to do. Fall in
So
love,
if
choose
Amber
love
walk
over
away
the
with
money.
that, without that 50%, with nothing, will the
Choose
lawyer
love
still?
over the money. She would still have to pay the lawyer, whatever. But if she's going to choose love over the money, that's what the lawyer is asking.
Yeah.
Will she choose love over the money?
Mm. All right. Let me know, guys, when the other skit drop. Passion says maybe the lawyer knows that Anthony, with his wrapped up mind, and Amber, with her confusion mind, are still in love with each other. Maybe they are trying to fix it instead of ending it. Okay, well said there. I think Charmaine read that conversation, that this one. Well said there. That was the look on the lawyer's face because it still match up with what Passion is saying. Look at her face.
Exactly.
Yeah, it match up perfectly with what Passion just said. So maybe the lawyers are trying to help them. Let's see what Errol
I
is
don't
saying.
know. Sharon, I don't know exactly what the lawyer's tragedy is right now. Don't know. But whatever it is, Amber is feeling very emotional.
Yeah.
I don't know what her realization is, but she's feeling very emotional.
Well, I would love to see the other skit so we can actually get the nuggets from that. Let me read some comments. And I need to put some you see the chat. Can you read the comments, Sham, if you can see the chat? I need to put in some polls for the audience.
Okay. Marianne says Amber told Dave she's praying and manifesting and letting God work it out. Eklin want you to send the link. And no offense for me, God has a plan. That's Terrian. I'm on the fence. And Antoinette says the way Amber was looking going to the bathroom, I believe she's pregnant. I don't think Amber is pregnant. I think Amber is very emotional because of what the
Yeah.
lawyer is saying about her falling deeply in love with Dave.
I'll
And I
walk
think
away with
that is
nothing.
what because she shake her and she said, right. Right. She said that after the lawyer said it, that Anthony is hoping you will choose love over the 50%. The lawyer did not say, so why don't we negotiate? The lawyer said,
Yeah.
Anthony is hoping you'll fall in love with Dave, fall so deeply that you will choose love over the 50%. And Amber said, right. And then she shake her head and then that look came over her face. I think she realized that she's not really in love with Dave.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right. Let me read some more comment. So Era says Amber is only infatuated by Dave, and Amber also fall in love with Dave Mansion. Amber is in a dilemma situation now. Anyway, Amber started this whole mess by asking for a divorce because of Dave. What do you have to say to that, Charmaine?
I don't know. I don't know.
Eklund and whoever else. Eklund, the link, you
I
have
need
the link in
Eklund
your
to come up
email.
because she was asking something that Charmaine, I need you to pause and think, please. And she said to send the link. So I need how you didn't pick that up. Pick what up? I don't know.
Who
So
asked you that question?
Eklund, so I need her to
I
come
sent her
up
the
to.
link. Charmaine can send the link. I may have to send the link.
No,
I
I'm
sent the
saying
link.
I'm telling you to send her the link so she
Yeah,
can
I
come
did.
up.
I did.
Because Amber came to her lawyer straight from Anthony. Yeah. And I think every time Amber
Amber
see Anthony, she
conversation
gets
sound like a
emotional
friend to a
about it.
friend. Where is Amber's lawyer logical, legal strategy?
She did.
And
If she came to tell her lawyer that, why didn't she tell her
I don't
lawyer
think they're
that?
with protection. Yes, Jeff, they're not using protection.
Yeah, but
Because
that
I
doesn't mean
remember
that
Amber
he.
asking what if she's pregnant. Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that Amber is not on birth control.
Yeah. Well, she
Amber
told
being on
Anthony that
birth
she wasn't on
control.
birth control. She's
Even
not
when
getting
Amber
pregnant
was
with
with
him.
Anthony, Amber was on birth control because she said that she did not want to go through what she went through when she lost that child.
No, the
Eklund, where
last,
are you?
you
Eklund,
remember the
please come up.
conversation when Anthony asks Amber outside the house on the porch says, do
She
you
said
want
she's
to have a
waiting on
baby with
God.
me? And she says, yes. No, if God's willing. She take long to answer and she said, if God
Yes.
ordained it so,
So
right?
she's going to wait on God. That's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
The lawyer told her the same thing she said before, nothing. So
Rhonda,
why
they didn't
if
tell us who was knocking at the door. We never see the Amber says she ordered DoorDash.
yeah, it was DoorDash. The lawyer
I
doesn't
think
want
Amber is
Amber
in
to
love
just
with
walk
the
away.
property and lifestyle. That's yeah, what that says. That says she thinks Amber is in love with their property. All right, you read the chat. Let me pose some
Yeah, but
questions.
I still want Eklund to come up because I want her to tell
I
me
sent
what
her
I
the
did
link.
not pick up.
Yeah, I sent her the link.
Okay, said exactly. Charmaine Amber came to tell her lawyer she
Okay, Eklund
wanted
is here
less, but
now.
as the lawyer told her
There,
Anthony's
Eklund.
tragedy, she became emotional. That's why she went to the bathroom. She didn't come to tell the lawyer anything. She said she told the lawyer Anthony does not want to give her that 50%. And then she keeps saying Anthony has moved the whole family inside the house. And she repeated it when the lawyer did not address that. She said, did you hear what I said? He has moved a whole family, his girlfriend and her son inside the house. The lawyer did
Shaman,
not address that. Yes,
Shaman,
ma'am.
this is
Yes,
what I'm
ma'am.
saying. Anthony's last word to Amber was, right?
Yeah,
What
Mm-hmm.
about Dave? Do you think Dave is going to wait for you while you're married to me? Amber got
exactly.
up and she walked away.
Mm-hmm.
Amber came to her lawyer to tell her, remember, let me tell you why I believe that's what happened. Remember when she met her lawyer in the parking lot and she
Mm-hmm.
told her lawyer, Dave have a feeling so good that she just want to just walk away?
Mm-hmm.
And her lawyer tell her, no, you're being emotional. Drop your emotions. Okay. No, Dave is love bombing her. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
But remember, she's been through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So she literally be starting to, even if she fighting it, she's starting to believe Dave. Amber came to her lawyer. That's why the first thing she told her was, Constant, Anthony is not going to give me the 50%. She came to her lawyer to see if she could request a lower percentage. But her
Mm-hmm.
lawyer told her, before she get a chance to do that Anthony's strategy is to make her leave without the 50%, with less than 50%. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why she paused, because she realized Anthony was strategy was actually working. So she got emotional and she went to the bathroom to compose herself. That's
Yeah,
what
but
happened. She
yeah, but what
literally
I'm
was going to
asking,
tell her lawyer she wanted less.
yeah, but what I'm asking, we don't know if that's what she was going to tell her lawyer. We're assuming that's what she was going to
That
tell
is
her
what
lawyer. But
I
what
know,
I'm
I know, but that is
saying,
what that is what I gathered from it. And
I
what I'm
don't get
saying
that.
is she going to compose herself, because remember what Coco said? Anthony and Amber has always been competing against each other. She doesn't want Anthony to win.
Yeah, but why didn't she when Anthony was saying what she was saying? Why didn't because I think she had this meeting
Because
set
of
up with
what
the
her
lawyer
lawyer
before.
told her.
Okay, so let
That
me
because
ask
of
you
what her
something.
lawyer told her before. Remember, she told her lawyer she came prepared to tell Anthony she wanted 25%. And the lawyer
No,
said,
she
wait.
didn't tell her lawyer. She told Ernestine.
No, no,
Ernestine
no.
was
She
the
told the
only
lawyer that
person
as well.
no, she told her she
Shamin,
told
she told her lawyer that as well. She told her lawyer that as well, and her lawyer told her she's being emotional.
yeah, but she told her lawyer that she feel like she want to do that. She didn't
Yes,
tell her lawyer that she was going to actually tell Anthony. The only
I
person
know.
she
So
told that
then,
was
because remember
Anthony.
what I'm trying to tell you, right? You have to seek your legal counsel. They are there
Mm-hmm.
to advise you. So she didn't want to go behind a lawyer and tell Anthony to negotiate a deal with Anthony. She wanted to speak to her lawyer first. That is what that happened. Amber called her lawyer straight after she came out by Anthony.
Maybe she had the meeting set up with the lawyer already. We don't know if there was not a meeting because remember the last thing she talked to the lawyer before. The lawyer was supposed to work out a plan how to deal with Anthony.
Yes,
That was the plan they had before. But now,
yeah,
what the lawyer is saying when Amber said that Anthony does not want to give her that 50%, the lawyer
yeah,
went straight to Anthony's tragedy is for you to fall in love with Dave and fall so deep
yeah.
that you walk away without the money. She does not know if
Remember, the
that is
lawyer has
Anthony's
been in the
tragedy.
business for over 20 years. So
Yeah,
she
but
has
she
seen a
doesn't know
lot
if
of
that is his
divorces.
tragedy. His tragedies could be not want to give her the divorce because he's still in love with her. That could also be his tragedy. So what the lawyer is
Okay,
saying, the
no,
lawyer
that
is
is
just
what I was
assuming as well.
yeah, which is why I said the writers dropped the ball. Because
Mm-hmm.
you can imagine if it would have, it was if that was his strategy, right? And he
Mm-hmm.
planted Dave there so that Amber would fall for Dave and walk away with nothing. And after she walked with nothing, she finding out that Dave was always Anthony's friend and that was his purpose.
I don't think Dave was planted.
No, 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 I'm saying that's what I wanted the writers to do. That would have made
No.
more sense. That Dave was a plant by
No, but
Anthony,
what
so Amber will walk away with nothing.
Eklin, Eklin,
Yeah.
everybody is going around all this and they're not addressing the situation. Do you think Amber is really in love with Dave?
I didn't say she's in love with Dave.
No, no,
I've
no.
never
That's
said
what
that.
I'm asking.
No, she
Okay,
remember she's
so
been hurt
when
by so many different men. So she's not
okay,
going to open her heart to love somebody like
so
that.
let me ask another question. Why isn't it that when the lawyer said that this morning, that is why she got emotional because she knows she's not in love with Dave.
I
So
believe
she's
she got up.
never she's never going to choose the love that the lawyer is talking about over the money. Why isn't it that's why she got emotional, knowing that Dave said he loved her and he wanted her to be his wife?
I believe she
And
got
she
up because she was literally falling for Anthony's
emotional, yeah,
game.
because she got emotional knowing that what the lawyer is saying, she knows in her heart that she does not love Dave. She knows in her
Well,
heart that she's not going to
let's
choose
wait for the
love
follow up
over
skit
walking
for
away
us to
from the
see
money.
what happens.
It could be
Because
a situation
what I
like
gathered
that.
from it, is Amber wants out of that marriage. Whether she in love with Dave or not, she was willing to lower her percentage just to get out of the marriage. That's what I gathered out of it. But as the lawyer told her that it's Anthony's strategy, she was like, wait. So I was falling for it. So Anthony was going to win. If you notice, every time Amber opens her mouth, she says she doesn't want that person to win. She didn't want Shayla to win, so she went back with Anthony. It is a
I
competition for both
still
of them.
I don't think it's a matter of win or lose because I think Amber might realize that the person in her heart is not Dave, but is Anthony. So she's not going to be able to choose love, Dave love over that 50%. And maybe
I
that's
get
why she
that.
got emotional, knowing that Dave loves her. But oh,
But
what
she
is she
doesn't love him
doing?
the same way.
That's what I'm saying. And maybe that's the
Yeah,
reason
but
why
I've
she
been
got
saying that from
emotional.
day one. I've been saying that everything Dave has been doing for Amber, she pauses because she says in her mind, why isn't Anthony the one doing that? He's my husband. He's supposed to treat me that way. He's supposed to ask me what my dream house is going to be. He's supposed to want to defend me. You understand? That is what she always wanted from Anthony, and that is why she fell for Dave in the first place. Because she saw him doing for her what she always wanted Anthony to do for her. She wants Anthony
Exactly.
to
And that's
fight
what
for
I
her.
keep
Anthony's not
saying.
fighting for her. He went for a whole different woman.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
let
he
me tell
might
you
went for
something. I can tell you something that you maybe missed. You can remember Dave party?
yes.
Can you remember what Dave told Amber for to go outside?
No, I don't remember.
Let us show your husband what he's missing. That was his exact words. Let's show your husband what he's missing So her intention for going outside wasn't to hurt Anthony, it was to make him jealous. What that tipped her off was when he moved Denisha in the house. She was prepared to walk away and just let bygones be bygones. But when she came and she met Denisha in the bed with him, it brought her back to the lake house situation. And she got angry. Remember, that's the same Amber when she was divorcing Anthony last year, told Brittany all she wanted was her house. The same Amber that didn't want to file for divorce last year. Brittany that pushed her to file for the divorce. Nobody says Amber doesn't love Anthony. Amber loves Anthony. Amber is in love with Anthony. But the way Anthony is treating her, she doesn't deserve that. And what I've been asking is, if Anthony told Dylan the reason why he continued with Shayla was because of the affair with Amber and Wayne, let's say they get back together, you think Anthony going to treat her differently? She had a whole affair with Dave.
But he has a whole affair with Denisha.
Yeah, but remember, she had a whole affair with Shayla. You understand what I'm saying? Men hold grudges as well. And when you
I
cheat on a
think,
man, he
okay,
carries it.
let me answer something, Eklin.
Mm-hmm.
Remember after that whole thing with at Dave's house,
Yeah.
and Anthony went back to Denisha's house.
Yep.
What? Because you know why he went back that same night?
Because he was hurt. Every time Amber rejects him, he goes to somebody else.
Remember when Amber rejected him on the 4th of July last year when he
He
wanted to
went to
take her on a
Shayla.
date? He went
Exactly.
to Shayla. He
Yeah.
went and he slept with Shayla. He went and he slept with Shayla. A lot of people might not remember.
I
And that
remember
is
that.
Anthony's MO. Every time he's been rejected by Amber, not by anybody else,
Yeah.
by Amber, he always go back to Shayla and or whoever he wants to go back to.
Yeah.
Because that is how Anthony operate. And
And that
I
is why
think,
I find the writers dropped the ball. They should have made Anthony fight for his wife.
Yes.
We've been through that already with Shayla
Mhm.
and back and forth Amber Shayla. He should be fighting for his wife.
Definitely.
We would have appreciated that better. They wouldn't have a chance.
I have a question for you guys, for everybody, including Charmaine. Do you think Amber is actually in love with Dave, or is she
hold
just
on one
looking
second.
for
I'm
a
watching
way
the new
out
skit.
of
Anton,
her
the Amber.
situation with Anthony?
I'm watching the new skit. Amber breaks down to her lawyer. Give me a minute.
All right. So this question to you, Eklin, and the rest of everybody. Do you think Amber is actually in love with Dave, or is she just looking for a way out of her situation with Anthony?
She's not in love with Dave. Remember, I told you, Sharon, when
I'm
you're
just
hurt,
asking you guys a question. We need you
yeah,
guys to write it in the chat for me.
when
And
you're
this,
hurt, when you're hurt, Sharon,
mm-hmm,
it's not going to be easy for you to fall in love with somebody else. You're not going to give somebody your heart easily like that.
mm-hmm.
Her guards
So
are
that
up.
means the second part of the question is she looking a way out from Anthony then? She don't want to be in a permanent situation with Dave, but she just, as I tell you, I think to me, Amber wants that 50% because that's her money of nobody will ever take liberty at her ever again, or a situation, you know what I mean, or will have power over her ever again if Anthony just give her that 50. What do you think? Can you go and watch the show too? Yeah, she gonna watch the skit too.
Yeah, I was going to watch the skit. I trying to get it on my phone.
Okay, all right. So let me see if I can get the link for everybody so everybody can. But let me just let it sit for a bit and I will get the link as soon as it's available. All right. So my question here to you guys, I asked that question. Is Amber, guys, to the chat member, is Amber trying to get away from her situation with Anthony? That is why she's asking for the money. And Sharon Constance already know that ends when she says she was moving strategic. Okay, we're just coming down. All right, so put a thumbs up if everybody already have the link for the new video. Are you guys watching it? I think people drop off just to go watch it. Okay, let me try get it. I'm trying to scroll down because I was way up at top. All right, let's see. We're coming down. I need to. Amber needs her own to win. That's why she needs that 50%. So I need to say, yep, that's what I said. She doesn't want nobody to have that power over her anymore. The new skit Amber breakdown in front of the lawyer Lee says, okay, Lee, you guys watch it. Stop crying, be tough. And Nancy is saying, all right. So Charmaine went to watch it to let me know how it's going on. And then I am going to find the link for you guys also. Get the link for you guys here. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hold on. I'm getting it for you. Okay, so she went to the bathroom to cry. Look like that's what she did. All right, so
Okay, so Amber's telling God that she's sorry. And Constance asking her, who are you telling that you're sorry? But she's telling God, I'm sorry, because she know whatever Constance is saying, she know that she is, when she said, but you have done nothing wrong. Amber know better than what Constance know. So she broke down, and Constance is there encouraging her and said, this is where Anthony wants you, but she keeps saying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And she's looking up when she's saying, I'm sorry, because she knows that
okay,
this
I
is
put the
not
link in the
what
chat
God
for you
wants
guys.
from her.
So Amber is about to go to God, it looks like, guys. So she start
Exactly. I think
talking to
she's
him.
ready to do that.
Yeah, she's talking to God now, guys. So that's a good step in the right direction.
Because she's saying she's sorry. Eklin, did you watch it?
Where do I can I which part can I show the audience, Charm?
Hold on one sec.
I almost finished.
Okay. Oh gosh, she really is distraught, guys. She is destroyed. She's crying. She make me want to cry too. Me tell you, so these are the scene. Me enjoy watching. Oh Lordy Lord. I don't even know if I want to. Oh Lord. They're watching it. All right, guys. I put the link in the chat for you guys. Go and watch it on the Country Wayne.
Sharon, for you,
Yes.
you'd have to watch all of it. There's no one part that you're going to watch because she's saying Anthony's actually getting
You
to
know the
her.
situation, Sean.
She said Anthony's getting to her and Anthony's humiliating her all over again and she can't do this. And then she started to say, God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, God, I'm sorry. And then Constance is saying, who are you saying sorry to? And she's saying, God, I'm sorry. And
Yeah.
she started to talk to him because, and then at the end, when Constance said, I need to get some tissue for you to compose yourself and we have a strategy for Anthony, she keeps saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Why is
Yep.
she saying I'm sorry? She
Because
knows
she
she has
knows she's
done
living an
nothing
adulterous
wrong.
She's wrong.
lifestyle.
She knows that she's
Exactly.
wrong.
She knows she has done something wrong because you don't apologize or say you're sorry to
Yeah,
anybody if you don't do anything wrong.
that is
If
Yeah,
you
true.
so
don't do
you see what I
anything
told you,
wrong.
Shamin? She said that he's winning. I tell you that is what that happened in there. I told you this. So I was right, wasn't I?
Yes,
No, her
darling.
spirit is getting convicted. Her spirit
But
is now
remember,
under
I
Because she
was
said
right
conviction.
too.
Anthony is winning.
But
And
I'm
Constance
also
is
right when
saying,
I said she has to go to God. We are right.
Constance
She
is
needs
saying,
to go to
Anthony,
God.
that's what Anthony wants you to do. Anthony wants you to feel that he's winning. And you have people who loves you in your life, who loves you
Yep.
unconditionally. And this and that, and the house is green and fat.
So Shamin, I have a question. Was I
Yeah,
right that she
yeah,
was
you
going to
were
lower her
right.
percentage?
You were right, but
Mhm.
she's not going to walk away. I don't think because Constant not going to let her walk
Yeah,
away from
Constant
that
will make her walk
50%.
away just like the last time. She's
Just
not
like
going
the
to make
last
her
time.
walk
So
away.
so it's going to be an ongoing warfare. Constant not going to let her walk away. Constance is
Yeah,
telling her
but
that you're
what I
better than
believe that's
that.
going to happen, she's going to leave Dave.
I think that's what going to happen.
She's
Yeah.
Because
going to
I
go
think
to
Dave is
Dave and
going to
tell
get,
him she cannot
yeah.
continue this. She's living in sin. His mother told her this, and his mother was right.
Yeah, and now
And she's
Yeah.
going
she's
to get her
telling
own place.
God. She's
Yeah.
telling
His mother
God,
is
I'm
definitely
sorry.
right.
And she's
Yep.
telling God, I'm sorry. The fact that she's telling God that she's sorry, it means something.
I'm
Yes,
telling you,
yes,
that is what
yeah.
that's going to happen. She's going to leave Dave, which is what we all want anyway.
Why you all want that?
And only thing I want her to do, you see, Eklund, is for Amber to go to God. Let God lead her. Let God lead her. She has to. Oh God, I am in tears. Just looking down on my phone, looking at her crying.
You remember when
Because he's
she
getting
you
to me. He's humiliating me all over again.
yeah, because she's thinking about all the everything, the Shayla thing and all of that. That's what and that is the way she was crying for the
Yeah,
days
and to
and for
say,
the
God, I'm
nights.
sorry. But that
She's been
lawyer don't have a
convicted.
heart right now.
She's been convicted.
Yeah,
Because if you're telling God you're sorry, what are you
yeah.
telling God you're sorry for? What are you telling God you're
She,
sorry for?
I think for doing the affair. I think it's the affair with Dave.
What are you telling God you're sorry for?
And she's Amber said, "Oh God, I'm sorry. Who are you apologizing to? And for what?" She looking up in the sky. Oh God, guys, if I look at her any longer, I'm gonna cry. Amber literally have me bawling. Do you believe God got you? Do you have faith? Do
Exactly.
you
That's what the
believe that
lady is
there is
asking
people
her.
out there that love you and stuff? That's what the lawyer is saying. But
Yep.
the lawyer doesn't
Unconditionally.
understand that Amber is a spiritual woman.
Her spirit is
And
getting convicted. That's what's going
Exactly.
on.
What Anthony said to her this morning.
yes,
You know, the one thing Anthony said to her,
Evelyn, you're
how long
feeling
is
that.
Dave going to stay
You have a
with
fever.
you
Mm-hmm.
and you're married? That is what got to her because she
Yes.
realized that I'm a married woman. That one thing Anthony said to her, that's what is getting to her. When
Oh,
Anthony
hold
said
on, the
to her,
Charmaine. When the lawyer says she have a strategy for her about Anthony, Amber like say Amber shake her head.
I'm telling you what the lawyer, what Anthony said to her, that's what broke her. Because
Yeah.
Anthony said to her,
Yep.
what how long do you think Dave is going to wait for you? You being married. The word being married is what got to her.
Oh
Because
my
she
God.
realized that damn, I'm still married. So
Yeah, yes.
she said to the
Yeah.
lawyer, he's
Yeah,
getting
because
to
in her
me.
mind she keep telling herself that she's not married. Remember?
She remember she's saying to the lawyer, he's getting to me.
Yep.
He's getting to me. And the lawyer
Right.
is telling her not to let him get to her because he has
Charmaine.
gotten to her.
Charmaine.
Yeah.
Tears is in my eyes right now for Amber.
Well, I'm not
And I
crying
love the
because
fact
Amber
that
no.
I'm happy, and you're right, Charmaine. When Anthony says, will he wait for you because you're married?
That is what got to her. I think
And
that's
she
what
and
actually
she
got
turned
to her.
around, she looked at Anthony and she walked and
She did
Anthony
not
said, aren't you
even,
going to get the rest of your stuff that you came for? She
and
looked
she
at
did
him
not.
and walked down the stairs.
Yeah, and I tell you, the look that was on her face, that's the same look she had when she went to the lawyer.
Yeah.
Because she know Anthony got to her and she said, he's getting to me. He is getting to me.
That
That
oh wait
one
now.
sentence Anthony used got to her. That was the
Mm-hmm.
one sentence Anthony used that got to her. You
All right,
are
I'm gonna read
married.
some statement. Let me read some chat here, Sham. So Tina says, I was crying and tears is still coming out of my eyes. Mine to darling, and I'm not even having the volume up or anything. I'm just looking at facial expression. And MK said, Amber is crying because Anthony defeated and winning over her divorce, not because she loves it. That's what MK said. And then Anna Jones says, you can't always listen to the world. Anthony and the lawyer are the world. She is turning to God. Exactly, Anna Jones. That's what I wanted
That's what
people
I'm
to
saying. I'm
understand.
saying she's convicted in
Fixed.
this
Yes, Sharon,
moment.
you're absolutely
She
right.
when Anthony
And
said
she
to
went to
her,
God, and
when
they're
Anthony
showing you.
said
She
to
said, God,
her,
here I am. How
Nancy,
long
we're
will
not talking
Denisha wait?
Nancy. We are not talking because we know Anthony don't love Denisha. Because if Anthony did love Denisha this morning, he would not have said that to Amber.
Mm,
When Amber said, you want to be with Denisha, but you're still married. How are you going to be with Denisha when I'm still your wife?
yeah,
And what did Anthony do? Anthony did not say, okay, I'll give you the 50% because I love Denisha enough. He turned and he said to her, Amber, I'm not giving you that 50%.
I'm not giving
And
you
then
that
he said,
my
so
money.
how long do you think Dave is going to
And I
stay
will.
with you and you're married? That's what got to her because she said Anthony's getting to her, and Anthony getting to her means that the words that Anthony spoke this morning, she said he's humiliating me all over
Over
again.
again.
What did he say to her to humiliate her? We are still not getting it. The fact that Anthony said, Dave,
That she's
how long
married
is
and she's
Dave going
with
to stay
Dave.
with you? You're still
Yeah.
married. That is what humiliated her because she
Yep.
used the word, he's humiliating me all over again.
She's the
There
one
was
living in the
nothing
past.
else
This is why
Anthony
I said
said.
she need healing. She need a therapy. She needs
Anthony did
somebody
not
that
say
she could
anything else
talk
that
to.
would humiliate her, but that one sentence. That one sentence was what
Yes,
humiliated
break
her.
her. Bring her to this breaking point. Okay, let me take some more comments, ladies. Marianne says, how long do you think Dave will stay with you being married? And you're absolutely right there. That got to our Marianne. That what got to Amber. Nobody thinks say what Amber said to him did get to him, That is why I like we to be unbiased. I like us to do the same thing too. Marian, you get me what Anthony says to Amber. Please write what Amber says to him about Denisha. Put that in the chat there for me. Appreciate that. Sanita say yes. Tina, that's morning. Put Amber back to the morning she sees Shayla and Anthony in bed. All right, Sanita, thank you for that. Bethel
So
says
so
here.
nobody checking on Sheila.
Right now, we're not busy
Sheila
about
mother
Taylor
had
right now.
called her. Remember, Sheila mother had called her yesterday, so maybe the mother is over there checking on her.
No, when she arrived at Anthony, she was not good. Yes. Oh, Shaman, I look like after the live, we have to go back and look at the skit, the first skit. Bethel says no. When Amber arrived at Anthony's, she was not good. And yeah, I have to go
Nothing
back
was
and
wrong
look
with
at that.
her. She said to Anthony, she's here to pick up some of her things. And she said, it's your girlfriend inside because I don't want to go in there and
Yeah,
No,
this and
I'm
remember
gonna
that.
her
look at the
And
spirit is
he
face.
said to
I'm
convicting
her,
her,
looking
you
at
no,
know.
the
she's at
face.
work. She's being productive. I did not see that she was not good. She came to pick up some of her things.
Wait,
That's
now,
it.
Sham. Wait, I'm looking to see when she come. So I want to
Shaman,
make
I think
sure.
it's a while now her spirit has her under conviction.
Yeah, I think from the night of the party when she said, when Ernestina keep on a
Yeah,
tell her says,
yep.
God send you Dave, and she says no, God wouldn't send me a married one to Dave, and
And that's why I think
and
she
then
told
she got
Anthony
on
what
you.
she told him on
And that's
Sunday
why
because
she's
she's being
convicted
That's
this
convicted.
right.
morning.
No, you know something? Bethel is right. I look at her face when she walking up the stairs. She come there, her emotion. Even when him asked her, her face wasn't good.
Because from she see
Bethel, you're
Anthony car,
absolutely right. She
the
arrived,
fact she
something,
saw
her spirit
Anthony's
was off.
car, I think she was coming there hoping that Anthony was not there like the other day because Anthony wasn't there the
Nancy
other day
says she's
when she
not
came.
crying. She's busting up. Guys, come on, come on, come on, come on. Me tell you now, Amber is a very good actress, I tell you. I'm not crying, that says because Amber hurting herself. Exactly that. That's what people, no matter what, she still make me a cry. No matter what, she still get me in my feelings. But tell you emotion. That girl, whenever she acted, look at Anthony's face. Guys,
The question
look at
is,
when Amber
Shaman,
sat down away from Anthony
Mm-hmm.
talking to him, look at
the
his face.
question is Dave going to let her go?
Oh yes, all right. Let me
We
pull that.
don't know because the fact of the matter is, how long do you think Dave is going to wait on her?
I believe Amber is going to come by Dave and tell him it's over. But is he going to let her go? That is the question.
That's a
I
good
listen. The
question.
other morning when Amber came to Anthony. Anthony wasn't there. Remember when Anthony came there and saw her car and he came inside the house and he called her. She was upstairs already and she came down. Anthony came in. He has his car key and he has his phone. So wherever Anthony was, he was coming back from somewhere. So Amber maybe was coming this morning hoping that Anthony was not there again. She didn't see
Mm.
Yes.
Delisha's car, and that's why she asked if she's inside. Maybe her car is in the garage or whatever. So when she asked, and he said, "Oh, she's at work and she's at work being productive." Then she sat because she realized maybe this is the best time to talk to him without her being there. But the thing that Anthony said to her, and this is my opinion again, that is what got to her. Because when he said to her, "How long do you think Dave is going to wait on you being married?"
I
And that
have
is
this
why she was
question for you
crying
guys.
that she's sorry, God. God, I'm sorry. She said, God, when she said, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And Constance said to her, who are you saying you're sorry to? And she said, God, I'm sorry. God, I'm sorry. And that's when Constance says that's what Anthony wants. That he wants you to be in this state. And when Constance leave the table, she repeated it again, looking up in the sky, looking up in the ceiling of the wherever they are. And she keeps saying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because Amber knows that she's married and she's not living the life that God wants her to live. Her mother told
Correct.
Dave's mother told her, their mother told her that this your father is a pastor, so you should know better. Do
But
you
will
think this
Dave
is
let
what
her
your
go
father
though?
wants for you? This is what your father would want for you? She would not even introduce Dave to her dad at this time.
Exactly. She cannot do that.
She would
So
not
my
introduce
question
Dave
is,
to she would
My
not
question, I have
introduce
a
Dave
question
to
I posed
Mama
for you
Brenda
guys.
at this time.
I have a question that I
my
posed for
question
you
is,
guys.
would Dave let her go when she tells him it's over? If she comes to Dave and she says, Dave, I'm a married woman. Yes, I'm going for a divorce. Yes, I'm legally separated by law, but in God's eyes, I am a married woman. And I know God's word, and you know God's word. And just like what your mother said, that you are a robber, you're a thief. I don't want that on you. So we need to end this. And if afterwards, after the divorce is complete, we get together, fine. Let's see how it would he let her go? That's my question.
I think I think if Amber comes to him like she went to Anthony this morning
Mm-hmm.
and told him that, listen, because Dave is a godly man, and if she's going to be used in a godly, come to him in a godly way, I think he will, because he's going to realize that this might be what God wants her to do.
Because
If he
remember he
said
used to
he's,
pray, I don't see him praying anymore.
and somebody is saying every time you see him in the backyard walking around, it's like he's being convicted as well.
But he
It's
hasn't prayed
like
in
he
a
has
while
this.
now, guys.
You see him in the backyard the other day. He was walking around when Amber came back after he spoke to the lady about the house. When Amber came back,
No, me never watch
and he
this
was
with
in the
some, you know.
backyard walking, and I think every time his spirit is being convicted, that's what he does. He walks around, and maybe that's why that time he's talking to God.
Okay. All right, guys, I put a question in the chat, right? And the question is, if Anthony won't sign the divorce paper, what should Amber do? Next move be? Should she stay or should she walk away for good?
She's
Or
not going
maybe
to
I
walk away
should
for
just
good
hold.
because the Constance not going to allow her to walk away for good. The lawyer she has not going to. She's going to calm her down and she's going to show her all the things she needs to do so that Anthony will sign and she get her 50%. That's all they're going to do. But right now, it's not about the 50%. I don't think what Amber is saying right now, it's about the 50%. It's about what Anthony said about her being married. That is
Yeah.
what is in her soul. That is what is causing her to react this way. Because she said, He is humiliating me again. He's getting to me. Again, he's getting to me.
Because she know Anthony is right.
Of course she does. She know Anthony's right. There's no
She
two way
know
about it.
Anthony is right. Come on now, guys.
She know Anthony's right, of course.
That
She
is
does.
why she have to go to God. And I would like to see Anthony goes to God too, because he's being mean right now.
Maybe he will after today, hearing what Amber said about him not being going to be with Denisha. Maybe he will
Okay, so I
eventually
posed
go.
my question to see what happened. I'm gonna read some of you guys' comment here. Let me see what I can read. So Belinda says, please bring me some Shayla, please. Belinda can't take Amber and Anthony right now. Tina says, please like, share, and subscribe. Belinda says, okay. And Nancy says, if my husband cheated on me, I would divorce him ASAP. All right, that's you. We do not know what Wayne have in store for Amber and Anthony character. All right, so we just have to watch, get our tissue, buckle up, and relax ourselves. In real life, a lot of us will not stay. Some people would stay and fix it. Some people will go to God, like oh, they're showing Amber went to God, right? And then right here, Amber needs to sit down and talk to Dave. Definitely, Sanita, she definitely needs to do that. I would do that too. If I'm going to, I would just tell him, says, look here, this is what I have to do. And if he love her enough, he will wait for her. That's what all I'm saying, guys. Passion, if I feel you, Tina. I truly wish Wayne would let me write this story from this point right there. It would be so good. Funny, entertaining, spiritual, and realistic. Come on, Wayne. Give me a chance. Okay, Wayne. Passion is asking you to let me write the rest from right here. So, all right. And then Marianne says, tell the lawyer to go before the judge. Okay, that's a good idea there, Marianne. Call for a mediation ASAP. Let me see. Anna Jones says, if Dave love her, he will let her go and repair her relationship with God. Well said. I like this very, very much, Anna Jones.
And that's all we are asking for.
That is what I
If
was
Dave
looking for,
loves
Anna
her, he
Jones.
will wait. And you know what the mother told Amber? What is to be will be. And if after everything, if you guys are to be together, you will be together. But for
Yeah,
now,
definitely.
what is to be will be.
And I think that's that question there from Anna Jones.
Okay, I'll call you.
I totally agree with that statement. If Dave loves her, he will let her go and repair her relationship with God. And I think Dave needs to do the same too, because he used to pray, and both of them is convicted right now because they let the flesh take them over. And Anna Jones says the mother also said she saw the love between them. Yes, she did. And she also said, did God tell Amber her marriage is over? Remember, we can't leave out
Yeah.
certain things.
Okay.
We have to put that part into. She says, did God tell you and your marriage is over? So right now, the first step in the right direction is what Amber is going through right now. So this is her moment of saying, God, here I am. All right, so let's see. And Leticia says, Amber went to God the first time and forgave. What happened? She turned to the devil for loss. Yes, Leticia. So let's see how the writers are gonna complete this segment, this journey that she's on today. As we can see, she's convicted. Now I want to see Anthony be convicted. And Anna Jones says this is why she should leave. If her and Dave will work, that's the future. God is the present. Exactly. Well said there. Steffi Mack also said, when please take Amber off the roller coaster. Up and down is not a good feeling, and we are tired also. Please, 100. I totally agree with that also. So, guys, remember, the writers are strategic, and they know that we have to see her going through the motion. I think if they're making Amber be this emotional right now and she's going to God, be convicted, I want to see the same. I hope they're going to show us that Anthony is going to God too and he's feeling convicted also, right? So if they can part being friends, that's awesome. Or
Anthony have to lose everything for him to turn to God.
right now, right now
You
they're
know that,
showing
right,
that, and
Sharon?
she's telling God, look here, she's telling God, she's convicted. I want to see Anthony be convicted to Evelyn. I want to see that. I really do want to see that
But
because
he has to lose his money because remember, his money is his God.
today, when even when you see Anthony talks to Amber, I was looking at the facial expression too. Anthony is hurting in turmoil also. And I need those two people to sit down properly and have a good heart to heart, not winning, not says just she said her piece to Anthony. This she come to him good. I wish she didn't get up and run away. She should have said, okay, Anthony, you're not giving me the 50. Then I'll take 40. That's what I wanted Amber to say. I'll take the 40%. You understand, Echoing? And if he come down and says no, but why does she want the 50? And the reason why I believe Amber still want the 50 is because she wants to walk away with her head and eye. She don't want nobody else have no power over her. She doesn't want to be shocked. I don't even think she wants to, although she tell Dave she wants to be left
Sharon,
with you. Yes.
I need to ask Bethel a question. When she said if she comes to Dave, if she comes clean to Dave, clean in what way? That she's going to tell Dave about she and Wayne, or she's just going to tell Dave about Anthony and the money and whatever. What exactly are you talking about? Because trust me, if she tells Dave about Wayne, Dave is going to have reservation because they first thing at the first time when they were talking and Amber asked, "What are you looking for in a wife?" He said honesty, faithfulness, trustworthy. And none of those fit Amber at this moment. If Amber start talking about it or cheating with Wayne, up until the day she's married. So we are not going to even do that. They might eventually get over it if because Dave have dirt in his closet. But at the end of the day, do you think you're going to feel good to know that the woman you said you love and want to marry, and you're saying, and he's going to remember Anthony saying to him, if she finds somebody richer than you, she might, how would you feel if she break your heart when she finds somebody richer than you? Because Dave is going to realize that is this a pattern for her to leave one man for the next man for the next man when she find a richer man? Because Country Wayne is rich, but was Wayne that rich at the time when he was always richer than Anthony, so we are not even going to compare them. But Wayne,
Exactly. She didn't
yeah,
go with Anthony because of the
because
money.
Wayne was rich. She went with Anthony because Wayne was not the settling type. Wayne
Yeah.
was not going to marry her.
Correct. Exactly.
Although I think Wayne, after a while, realized that he lost somebody who could have been his wife or whatever the situation was. He lost her. But
Mhm.
I'm
Correct.
thinking, how can you trust a person that you just met? And this is my opinion again. How can you put unconditional trust or blind trust, I should say, in a person that you just met 4 months, 5 months, hearing that this is a pattern of the person to leave? Yesterday, she showed Dave a part of herself when she was running. Because now Dave is going to say, oh, so maybe this is who she is. When things get hard, she run. Maybe this is a person she is, and maybe this is not the person I want for my wife. That every time things is going to get hard, all she's going to do, she run. Because maybe that's why she run from Anthony. Maybe there was something in there that she run from Dave. But then she could not give Dave up. What if when I am married to her, she find out that she still love Anthony? Will she be cheating with Anthony still? Although I am married, I have unconditional love for her. So those are some of the questions any man would want to ask themselves. I'm just saying. And I'm thinking with the left side of my brain.
I don't think Dave will care though, because Dave have his past. And when she
Yep.
tried to tell him about Wayne, he told her he doesn't want to know.
No,
We
she
all
didn't
have a
try to
past.
tell him. She didn't try to tell him. She
She kept,
said,
she has told him that many times. I've done
she
my dirt,
said,
and if you know my dirt, then you might not
she's,
even want
she
me. And he
said, she
told
said
her
to him,
she doesn't want to.
yeah, but you know something? Some dirt is greater than some dirt because maybe it's that she has a whole heap of man like he has a whole heap of woman. It could have been something like that he's thinking. But to know that you're engaged to a woman who has slept with your business partner all the way up until the morning, you say, I do, and you're thinking of wanting to marry that same woman, you'd have some reservation. Some reservation.
I
And
agree with
nobody
that
can
part.
tell
Yeah.
me that they're going to say, it's okay, that's in the past, and whatever, blah, blah, blah. You have going to have some kind of reservation. Especially after all that happened, what happened yesterday when he was just talking about Melissa and she was ready to bolt. You're going to think, will she do the same thing to me? If I'm going to marry her, is she going to be wanting to go back to her husband? Because she had a relationship with Dave. She and Wayne broke up. She got engaged to Anthony and she went back. And over and over and over again. She did not do it one time or two times. All the way up until the morning. So that speak to your character. That speak to your integrity. So don't tell me that he's not going to even cross his mind one at a time, even if he said, you know what, it's in your past. But one at a time, he is going to think, what if she does the same thing to me? Which, oh God, everyone, Libby, you said which character storyline has been the most frustrating to you to watch this week? Libby. Oh God, if I could get Libby
I
to
give up on
just
that one.
shake her. Libby,
Trust
I
me.
have two, Libby and Dom. Dom and her mother and Libby.
Yes. But Al annoying me as well. Al triggers me. Erica
They
just need
said
to send me to go somewhere.
she need to tell him the real feeling about Anthony,
Yeah,
divorce,
I
and money. No need to tell about Wayne. So therefore you're telling me that you want her to enter another marriage with secrets? Just like
don't
he
want her
enter
to end up
Anthony
with.
marriage with secrets about Wayne. You want
But
her, and this
Charmaine,
is
how we know
better.
she haven't told him about window?
She has
She hasn't
not.
because they hasn't mentioned it.
She has
You checking they
not.
would show it? They would show
That
that
they
skit.
would show it.
Yeah.
That is something big that they'll show. That is not something where she's saying, Mike and I were sweethearts in high school and I was
Mm-hmm.
trying to get back to him. That is not something as small as that.
Well,
This
maybe
is
when she'll
something
tell
that
him about
Anthony,
Wayne is when he brings when he tells her about Evelyn and him being business partners.
well, and
Maybe
maybe
that's
he's going
when.
to hear about, and do you think maybe we'll hear it about it on the podcast? Because I know it's going to come up on the
Yeah,
podcast.
it's gonna
Oh
come up.
yes. So
I
that's
She
why I
know it's
said
believe
going to
she
after
be
will
the
tell
something
him.
that's going
question.
to, especially if Shayla doesn't have Iman. Shayla is going to throw everybody dirt up on that podcast.
Yep.
Shayla is going to put everybody dirt out there. Yes, and Amber will told Shayla that my husband was drunk when you sleep with him. Yes, everybody is going to spill everybody there. Wayne is going to make sure that all the dirt comes out because he told them that much. All your personal dirt will be out, and he's going to use it on
Shaman,
stage as well.
I put
I have a
a
question.
guys, hold on. I put a question I need you guys to answer because since if
See,
you could give Amber one piece of advice right now, what would it be?
Okay, there. I want to answer this question. What Leticia is asking, Charmaine. The last thing they've said about a good wife was no cheating. That's why she didn't tell about Wayne. And I'm telling you, she's not going to tell about Wayne because of what the things Wayne was. Dave was saying that he was looking for in a wife. Charmaine, one at a time. It is not marrying again time. She should be stable and work on her emotion. Exactly, that's what we are saying. But Anthony is not going to divorce her. I don't care what anybody wants to say. Anthony is a very vindictive person. And you remember when she decided that she didn't want to divorce Anthony because she didn't want Shayla to win? This is the reverse situation. And guys, you might not realize it. This is reverse. Everything that is happening now, it's the reverse situation from when they were going through that first divorce. Anthony was popping up at that house. And Amber tell him don't pop up at the house, but she couldn't stop him because it was his house. Now, who is popping up? Amber is popping up. Amber said as much the other day. You remember when you was living with Shayla and you keep popping up. It is the reverse thing because now Anthony is saying you think you chose Dave over me in front of Wayne and Ben and all those other people. You chose Dave to walk away from me. I'm not going to let you walk away that easy. I'm not going to make it easy for you. I don't care, but I'm not going to make it easy for you. In the end, it might happen that, yeah, they walk away, but he's going to do everything in his power for her and Dave not to work because he said that much this morning. How long? And that was a nugget that everybody is not even listening to. How long do you think Dave is going to wait on you? You being married.
Okay. Can I ask you guys a question now? Here, all everybody has said, if you could give Amber one piece of advice, everyone, and the two people on the panel and in the chat, if you could give Amber one piece of advice right now, what would it be?
Go to God.
Leave Dave and go to God.
Nancy. Okay,
And
I'm
then
seeing
the
that
second
Angel.
one is Charmaine Way. Why is Wayne actually acting as a therapist for these characters, or is he just adding fire to the fuel?
Sharon, I just want to make one statement and then I will. Okay, I'm talking to Carla. He said the court can grant the divorce without Anthony permission. The court is not going to grant the divorce without Anthony permission if he's contesting it. If he was not contesting the divorce, then the court would do it. I was telling you guys, I met a lady a few weeks ago at the where I go to the pool. And the lady told me that she had 3 years. She was 3 years into mediation with her husband because her husband wanted the house, the husband wanted all the money, and the husband wanted a lot of stuff. 3 years they were in mediation. And the judge finally said, you know what? This mediation is not working. He said he will make a ruling and to give him 6 months for him to look at the case so that he can make a ruling. She was in mediation for 3 years after she filed for that divorce and they decide to go to mediation. So they can be in mediation because every time they go, it's not like they go to mediation every week. They'll go to mediation maybe 3 months and they come back another 4 months. She said she was in mediation for 3 years and they could not agree on anything the husband demands. And every time they go, there would be a new set of demands from the husband, and she was not going to be meeting his demands because they were ridiculous. He wants the house that they were living in for how many years? And she was the one who bought the house. But because it's a no fault state, he could actually get the house. He could actually get 50% of the house because it's a no fault state that they're living in. And she and him in mediation for 3 years. So that's what Anthony might end up doing. And that is why he asked her, how long do you think Dave is going to wait while you're married? He knows something. He has something up his sleeve. How long will Dave wait? Is Dave going to wait 3 years if he decides to take it to mediation and every time they leave mediation and they cannot agree on anything? They cannot agree on anything. Is Dave going to wait 3 years? He doesn't care if Denisha don't want to wait because Denisha is all he do is just give Denisha 20,000 more. And she will keep her ass quiet and Kai is happy in the room and Kai wants to play in the pool and all that. So he's not worried about Denisha because he has Denisha where he wants. He has Denisha where he wants her. So he's not worried about Denisha because you know what? He used Denisha's son. The other day when Denisha's son says, let's go home. What did he do? That's what he used because he gave Kai a room that he's comfortable in. Kai has a pool to play and he's doing everything that Kai wants to do. So Denisha is going to say, oh, this is the best interest of Kai and Kai is happy. So as long as Kai is happy, I'm happy. So Anthony will just say, you know what? And he'll fight. He will continue to fight because he wants Dave to walk away. That's all Anthony's intention is. That is why he asked that question this morning. How long do you think Dave is going to stay with you that you're married? That's it. That's it. There's nothing else that Anthony is doing or going to do. That's
Okay.
it. That's all Anthony wants. For Dave to get fed up and walk away.
So if
And
they walk away, will he give Amber the 50%? That's all I need to know.
if
If
Dave walk
they
away,
walk away, will Anthony give
I don't
Amber
know
the
if Dave,
50%?
maybe if Dave
Let
walk
me ask
away,
the chat
yeah,
that.
but it's still it still means that Dave can walk away and still come back. Still mean that Dave can walk away and come back. He wants them not to have any kind of relationship. Or maybe after he punishes her, or he think he punishes her enough, maybe he will agree to something. But Amber really you realize Amber embarrassed that man right in front of his friend and everybody that night when she chose Dave and walk away with Dave and left him standing there
But
looking like a
Shaman, that's the
fool.
same way he embarrassed her in Rose's wedding.
Exactly.
So
But
it
you
was a do
see,
back.
that is the same thing he embarrassed her at
That's
her
what
wedding.
we
But
keep
what
on
did he
saying. This
do?
just competition. Them have to
What did
hurt
he
people, hurt
do when
people.
what did he do when he embarrassed her
They
at
need
her
to sever
wedding?
tide.
In Eklund, what did Anthony do when he embarrassed her at her wedding? He filed for a divorce. He embarrassed her, yes, and he acknowledged that by filing for a divorce from Amber. He served her a divorce paper because he said, you know what? Yes, I embarrassed her and I cut ties with her. And you know what? It's best if I just cut ties and done with it. Because realized that I'm in love with somebody else and I realized that whatever. He
Yeah,
filed for a
he did
divorce.
that.
But
And
what
then
did
you know
Amber
what she
do?
did? You know what she did? You know what she did? She fought for her husband. And that's why I said the writers dropped the ball. If Amber could fight for
Okay.
Anthony, Anthony should fight for
Okay.
Amber.
Okay, so maybe this is his way of fighting. Maybe this is his way of fighting
Okay, that
because
makes
he knows
sense.
that Dave is not going to stay forever, not being
I would
able to marry her.
understand if he was fighting by just not signing the paper, but bringing a whole woman inside there with her child, using Amber's room to decorate for the child, plus making Amber find you in bed with her
Yeah, because he's a
purposely.
yeah,
Purposely.
because he's
Nah, nah.
Anthony. Anthony said if somebody hit him, he hit twice as hard.
Anthony's a narcissist.
Okay, he said that. I can't remember the skit where he said that. He said if somebody hit him, he hits back twice as hard. And that's all he's doing right now. He's punching Amber back twice as hard as Amber punched him. Because guys, believe me, if you go back
Yeah,
and watch that skit, when Anthony followed Wayne's eyes and turned around and saw Amber, you can see every blood drain from Anthony's face. That smile that he was having on his face talking to Wayne, I think that was his best scene in every skit that I watched. When Anthony's face morphed into something that was like, and all the blood drained from his face. And you can see at that time the hurt. And he was trying to see if Amber really was going to choose somebody over him. And then she did. And he got a gut punch. And when he got to Denisha, he broke down. That's all he could have done. He couldn't do anything else. He couldn't do anything else.
Yep, you guys are right.
so Shaman, look, my question off topic. Do you think that Charlotte wants Larry for herself?
Who?
Yeah, I think so.
Shara?
Charlotte,
Yes.
Oh, you mean what's her name, husband?
the
Yes.
I don't know.
cousin.
I don't know. I have to see because I've not seen a lot of interaction with
She
Charlotte
wants him for
and Larry.
herself. She wants him for herself. That's why she's getting on with him like that. Because she just went to Bethany's father, telling him that Larry shouldn't be part of their family.
The thing is, you see, I don't even know because I don't know if she is. I think she's another Bethany. She's a
but she wants him
Caribbean,
for
so I don't
herself.
know if she wants. I don't know if she wants Larry.
What if she and Bethany all the time Bethany thinks she's her cousin that loves her so much, and literally on the other end she was maybe the one that's causing all the confusion for Bethany, and Bethany didn't know that.
I don't know.
She looks like she's jealous.
Mm.
Is she jealous though?
I get that from her. She's a jealous cousin.
Or maybe she
Mm.
is. I don't know.
And Bethany thinks she's on her side.
Yeah,
Well,
because
Bethany
she
will
putting her
always
down.
think people is
And I
on her
believe her
side.
purpose for going to Miami so to cross the line with Larry.
Oh yeah.
I believe that strongly.
Mm.
She wants to make a pass at Larry. Remember, Bethany going to be on the operation table, you know. I don't trust
Yeah,
her.
I remember that she's going to do the surgery. But you know
Exactly.
what?
I'm wondering if they're gonna let you die on the table. That's her exit from the skit.
Sigh. But Charlotte was brought back for a reason. You know, Chase. Chase like to write nonsense like that.
Mm.
Oh, and Shamin, have
Yeah.
you been following Melissa's skits?
I know because I don't
Do
think
you
it's.
know who writes it?
I think it is. Who writes it?
Her father, Deuce.
Really?
I follow him on Facebook. And he said
But
they were coming back and
that
he
is
have a
all
whole
over
set of
the
different skits
place.
writing for the family.
That is
I'm not
all over the
impressed.
place. That skit does not make sense to me. As far as I'm concerned, that skit does not really make any sense.
Not at all. I am like, why change Melissa from being a boss lady to gambling like her mother and scamming like her mother?
Exactly. And now I don't even know who is this guy. What is his purpose?
Her business partner,
Yes.
he was sent there to watch her by the casino guy that she's owing the $250,000 to.
Yeah, but I thought they were into rinsing money and all of that. I did not know that they were because the
They're doing
skit
it
when
like
I
that.
watch
Do
it,
you?
I watch
Mhm.
it, it does not really make any sense. That's my whole thing.
It's all over the place. Exactly. Houston doing a horrible job.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. It's all over the place. I don't understand. I really don't understand the skit.
It's like he switched the roles. He give Hollywood a whole business, and he have Melissa doing the scamming and the gambling.
I don't know. For me, it did not make any sense. And I've been
It
saying
doesn't.
I don't get the sense in this skit. I don't really get the sense in this skit.
Yeah, neither do I.
Mm. It's
So what?
ridiculous, trust me.
I really did not get the sense in that skit. And I'm saying,
And Shamin, D needs to give Al a birthday party.
to give who what party?
Al a birthday party. Why is
Oh
Erica
God, I
entertaining this
don't even
fool?
understand why. I don't understand why he's doing
DC
all
writing
that
crap
he's
like that.
doing. It's too much.
DC writing the story too?
DC crap. Oh man.
All right. So
I,
I put something in the chat, right? And I just want you guys to read that and comment on it. All right, let me see if I can find the chat. So I put here, you guys see it? Because a lot of people think we don't want Amber and Anthony to heal. So I just want you guys to know my stance on this situation. We are all human beings and we all have emotion and feelings. Therapy can be a valuable source of comfort, a sort of comfort, help us better understand ourselves and navigate life challenges. It's always so important, right? I have people in And it's good for you to have people in your corner when you're going through something, you know what I mean? Who cares about you? Like what's going on with Amber. It's like say she's on an island by herself and there is no one there to understand what she's going through. You understand? And she does need professional help, in my opinion. And I think Anthony needs that too because they're hurting each other right now and having support. And they need somebody that they can trust. And you need to take a mental health break from whatever you're going through. They need professional help. That's what, in my only opinion, I would say for these two couple. We're all human beings and we all have emotion and feeling. Therapy can be a valuable source of support, helping us better understand ourselves and navigate life's challenges. It's also important to have people in our corner, friends, family, others who care about you. Having support from both trusted people and, when needed, a mental health professional can make a meaningful difference. And I think that is what Amber and Anthony need. You understand? Because people just like to come at us and think we don't understand what's going on with these two characters. And I need them to understand that Anthony and Amber needs that. They needs that right now. Don't you guys agree? They need to step away and just go to therapy right now and get the healing that they need. They can even put the divorce on the back burner for now, do what they need for the mental health and come back because right now she's convicted and Amber also needs, she and Anthony needs to set a date for mediation. But both of them need to go to God and say, God, here I am. Where did I go wrong? Lead me, please. And just ask for forgiveness and let him show them the way. Both Amber and Anthony, because Amber can't do that by herself. Anthony needs to do that also. Don't you guys agree? Charmaine and Eklund?
For Anthony to change, he have to lose his money.
I'm
For him to
sorry,
seek God,
I
he have to
was
lose his money.
concentrating on something else. Of course, Anthony has to go to God. Amber needs to go back to God. Anthony was never, well, I'm not going to say he was never, but he has not demonstrated any foundness with God. He prays when he's ready, when he wants to, he will pray. But other than that, he has not been true to reading his Bible and praying like Amber used to. Amber, stop all of that. Because you know something, and I tell people, when you are living a life for Christ, that is
Mm-hmm.
when Satan comes at you from all sides. When
Mm-hmm.
you're living a life for Christ, that is when you get tempted. That's when you get all the tribulations and the trials.
Yeah.
When you're living a life for Satan, he's not going to tempt you because he has you where he wants you already. So you
Yeah.
can go about your daily business doing whatever you're doing. But the moment you think you said to him, you know, Satan, I think I'm going to turn to Christ, that is when he's going to be coming at you again.
Yeah.
So Anthony, if Anthony decides to go take it, turn his life over, he's going to be going through all the tribulations and the trials because Satan not going to want him to change for the good because Satan is for evil.
Yeah. But you know
Amber
what?
has
Like how
slipped.
she's going to God, I guess when she prays, God will
She
let Anthony have the conviction.
Yeah, but guess me what? She's going to she if she, right now she's not living a Christly life.
No.
And if she's going to go back to God, she's going to go through it again. Because you know what? She's going to go through a lot of tribulations again. She's going to
Mm-hmm.
go through all the temptations. Because you know what? When Satan have a stronghold on your and people, this is my opinion, and I'm not preaching to anybody. So I don't want you to say that why is she preaching. I'm not preaching to anybody. I'm just talking. Because I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
When you're living a godly life, and when you are starting to backslide, nothing. You backslide in peace. Nobody I mean, you get convicted some of the time, and you will hear the voice asking, "What are you doing? This is not you. This is not how you used to live your life. You need to be on that straight and narrow." But when you are living for Satan and you tell yourself you want to turn, that is when Satan is showing you all the wonderful things out there.
Mm-hmm.
All the way that your life was better. Yes, you used to enjoy this. You were free to do this. All of that. You will see all the stuff. He will lay out all the stuff to show you that this is you and this is what you enjoy. This is of the world. This is of the flesh. Enjoy it. Come sit, come eat. Because that is what he does.
I can't do this, guys. I can't do this. He's getting to me. He's getting to me. He's humiliating me all over again. I can't do this. I can't do this.
Okay. There you got it, guys. She can't do it anymore. So let's see where Amber goes from here, guys. Let's see what Amber does next.
New skits, I'm watching it, yeah.
There's a new skit. Let
Yeah,
me
her lawyer
see.
going to talk to her now.
Mm-hmm. It's very emotional when a woman has to go through this, or a man has to go
Both
through this.
lawyers going to be talking, so I will let you know what happens.
Okay. Oh, she called Anthony lawyer.
And Anthony
Yes.
and Amber lawyer. Oh,
Okay. All right. So when Anthony and Amber lawyer comes, okay, let me read some comments. Meantime, you guys get to do that. Okay, so maybe we'll get a mediation. You think? All right. Right here. Uh, Divorce. Where is Shayla? I guess Shayla's still locked up in the house. Shayla is gone. The court can't grant divorce without Anthony's permission. I may never know that, Carla. That's a good one. But I just want to see a mediation with these two couple right now. They need to have a mediation. It'd be nice if Amber had somebody in her corner. And right now she's on an island all by herself. Do you guys agree? Let me see if I can get this. I don't want to put it here. I'll fix it.
Okay. I'm fine with going.
So they're speaking to the lawyer. Okay, let me get you guys the link. All right. So you guys can watch it and we can speak on it. But right there, when we show you that skit, the scene is with Amber asking God, talking to God, asking God for forgiveness. That's an awesome thing that she did there. And I hope Anthony will do the same. You know? A lot of people is saying, mm. All right, so I put the link in the chat for you guys to watch it, and then we can speak on it, okay? I thought Ernestine was in her corner. Yes, Ernestine is in her corner, but she knows that Antoinette is giving her bad advice, really bad advice. They're giving her, yeah, and that's what happens. So you guys have the link in the chat, and our lawyer right now is speaking to Anthony lawyer, and I'm dying to hear what they have to say to each other.
So Candice
Candice
hung up
just
on Constance.
she just hung up on Candice just hung up on Constance. So you know Constance is going to hit her. She said an unreasonable offer would be 80%. And Constance says that Amber is not due 50%. So that is an unreasonable. So you know the lawyers are going to go at it. No, the fact that Candice go hang up on Constance or whoever. Oh, Anthony lawyer hung up on Amber's lawyer. And she said, oh, Jesus, she hung up on me. And she started to rock. So you know,
It's about
trust
to get
me,
real.
it's going
It's
to get
about to get
real.
real.
It's about to get real. It's about to
Oh
get
yes.
real. Because I don't think what's her name is going to. Anyway, guys, I'm going to hop off here. I'm going to head out. So we'll talk later, Sharon.
The girl.
Bye, Sharon.
So
All right.
how much percentage she wants and Anthony lawyer wants to give Amber?
She didn't say. She said Candice must,
She
she
didn't
said
say.
Constance must send her a reasonable offer. But she did not say what the reasonable offer would be. And she said Candice is too close. She is too personally
She
involved
said
in the case.
50%.
Oh,
Candice says Mr. 50%.
no, she said
No,
it to 50%
Constance.
is too much.
I
She didn't
say
Yeah.
say
the
any
offer that
percent.
is reasonable, which is 50%. That's what she said.
Yeah, that is Amber's lawyer. I'm
Yeah.
talking about Anthony's lawyer said to send her another offer that is reasonable. And she said what is reasonable is 50% is 50%. And she said an unreasonable offer would be 80%. And she said, sure, an
She's
unreasonable offer
right.
would be
No,
85%.
she's right.
So now, because she hung up on her, Candice is going to do something that maybe not Candice, Amber lawyer, because their names are too similar. Candice
Yeah.
and
Constance.
whatever. Constance and Candice, they're too similar.
Okay.
And I think
Yeah.
Constance is going to get ruthless. The weird fact that that lawyer
Oh
hung up on
yes.
her.
And I'm
Yeah.
ready for it. The
So
first
it
thing I
looks
wanted to
like
do is to hold Anthony for 72 hours for being erratic. That's the first thing I want to see happen.
oh okay,
I've
I
been
like
waiting
this.
for this skit.
She says unreasonable could be 80%. Yeah, 80% is absolutely unreasonable. No, I think they should go to court with that. I think that both they should go to mediation with that
Anyway, I'll talk to you
80%
guys
and drop
later.
it down to
Bye.
50%. All right,
Bye,
thank you,
Shaman.
Sharon. All right, bye.
Sharon,
Yes, darling.
this is what I want to see.
Yeah,
I
me
want to
too.
see Constance call Amber and get her to sign to allow Anthony to be held up for 72 hours for being erratic. His erratic behavior was him allowing another woman to come into his house as he's a married man into his marital home. He's supposed to be held where this was. This is what that's supposed to happen. No, no, no.
Mhm.
Tired of the games. Time to get serious.
Yeah,
That's the same
definitely.
thing
So,
Natasha asked Terry to sign for
professional.
Libby.
What is she saying? The best thing I can say right now and remain professional is yes, I am aligned. The reason I submitted the 50% is because of Amber. So what they're saying that she don't deserve the 50%? Eh, Eklund? The preferred listing is of your offer. Things you're taking things too personal. So why is Anthony lawyer telling Amber a lawyer that she taking things too personal? That not make no sense to me. That not make no sense to me right there. All right, so we will see what happens in the future. So let me see what Bethel says. Bethel says Amber lawyer will ask for amendment of the percentage to 80% is referring to the current situation. And then Bethel says no, she could ask more than a 50, but Amber asked for 50%. Yes. All right. Thank you guys. Have a fabulous day. I'll catch you guys later on. Thank you, Eklin and Charmaine. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now. It's a chaotic day in SkitLanta right now. Bye everyone. Please like, share, subscribe. See you guys.